Why did you want to say something?
No. I just want to make sure we're live. So
Yeah. We're live. We're here, and we had Anita here, folks, but she's in and out on her own California time. So let's see if she's ready and stuff.
Okay. I'm back.
Hey, Anita, welcome back.
Thank you. I don't know what happened when you try to pop something out. You pop yourself out too.
Right. There we go. And it's catching up. Hey, Florida Picker. Hey, guys, it's Patdees, and welcome to the Late Late Show here at 11 o'clock. We had a little bit of a technical glitch, and I was talking about it with Craig before the show because it was set up actually on Green Mountain. What do they call that? Green Mountain time?
no, just Mountain Time.
Oh, okay. What was the G stand for then?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I just said Mountain Time.
Yeah. Well, that's what it was set up for, and somebody pointed out about an hour ago that, hey, you're not going live to 11:45. I said, no, we go live at 11 o'clock all the time.
Yeah.
But here we are. We're waiting on the show. Won't continue too much longer if Banana Finds doesn't show up because he keeps the group together. But we got. I'm going to say hello real quick. We got Florida Picker in the room. Steven Strait, hello. Scott, hello. Cliff, Glenn, hello. Sue's up late. I asked Sue in the future. I want her to actually join us and stop on the show. And we got Justin from Grind Finds. We got Jennifer. And we got Eric. Hey, Eric, how are you doing? Eric's going to actually come on the show. Here's Nate in the future. I talked to Eric the other day on Static's channel and stuff. He doesn't do much lives, but I'd actually like him to come on. He's a very smart guy, and he knows a lot. So get junk in our trunk. Rhonda is here. Hey, Rhonda, how are you? If you guys don't follow Rhonda on Instagram, you guys should because she has an amazing Instagram account. Her pictures are beautiful. She does a great job. Did I?
Buy and Sell gave you a super chat.
Yeah, the super chat.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It looks different from behind the scenes, but hey, Cliff, thank you. A $2 super chat. I appreciate that from Canada. All money's welcome. Russian money.
Is that $2 or is that a toonie? Is what he says. So what's that actually equal out to? Like $1.90 or something? I don't know. I mean,
yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe.
You're muted, Craig.
Donatella's here, but whatever, $2 is $2. I appreciate it. This is my first week being monetized, and last Saturday I got the super chats, and Adam, so I really appreciate it. It helps, I'm going to have to upgrade my system pretty soon, so a couple bucks here and there, really appreciate it. So why don't we still have two more people coming in. Jason's going to be coming in, who's our usual. He's here every week, but he's always usually standing me up or late, so he'll be here soon. And then another buddy of mine is going to stop in. He's doing a show right before ours. He's going to swing in for a while. And but let's start with ladies first. Anita, tell them who you are, what you do.
Okay, my name is Anita. My channel name is Anita Finita. I've been a full-time reseller for 2 years now. The platforms where I sell are on Etsy and eBay, mainly more on Etsy. I have 3 kids, live in California, and I do jewelry jars. My channel is mainly based on jewelry.
Okay. Before we jump over to Craig, thanks, Justin. Grind Finds says congrats, $4.99. If you guys aren't subscribed to anybody, I never know who exactly is making YouTube content. You could click on the 3 dots to the right of their name and go to their channel. So if you want to, and even if they're not making content, you want to stay connected with them. It's a good way to do that because then you can usually in their about section they have their email. So Justin is part of that group that do storage units. He's down from Texas, and he's really a nice guy. I have a lot of fun bantering back and forth with him. I bust his chops that he needs to take some time off and take his family and go to the movies. And he called me dad on a live stream like 2 weeks ago, so it was very flattering. So thanks again for the super chat. Landshark Picker, you keep changing your name. You're Landshark Picker 72.
Yeah, no 72s tonight.
All right. Well, who are you tonight?
I'm always Craig.
Oh, okay.
My channel is Landshark Picker. Live here in the great state of Alabama. And before anybody asks in the chat, no more room for people in Alabama. I'm sorry. They closed the state down. Sell on eBay, Amazon, and Facebook Marketplace primarily. Sourcing all the standard places everybody does, yard sales, estate sales, et cetera, et cetera. Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. So my channel is primarily revolves around eBay primarily and technology stuff.
I heard, wasn't Shane Rise and Grind heading to Alabama here soon?
I think at the end of the month. He's I think they're going down south. They're looking at property or houses down that way. They want to move down there.
Okay.
I believe. I haven't talked to him in a handful of days.
I heard somewhere that he was on the way down, maybe on a buying trip or checking out stuff this weekend, and then.
Oh, I didn't know if it was this weekend. Last time I talked to him, he was talking about the end of the month.
Okay, like I said, I just heard it in passing. So.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
He is moving to the beach, says Harlan.
Mr. Nameless Picker, do you want to tell him who you are?
No.
He's nameless.
Oh.
He doesn't want to.
Let me see. Reference every Patdees video, Saturday night video for the last month and a half, or I'll just tell you.
We keep getting. If you see people rolling in the room, we keep getting new people watching, and I want. You're a vital part of the show, and I want people to sub and like and go to your channel, even with a bad haircut.
You must not be too vital.
I don't have a bad haircut. I don't have a haircut. I don't have hair.
With no haircut.
My name's Eric. I'm the Nameless Picker because I have no imagination. I primarily sell on eBay, and I run an online auction once a month out of my garage as well. I've been on eBay now since 1990-something, and I have been full-time since 2014. So pretty much what it is. I sell a little bit of everything, but I'm primarily an ephemera seller.
And how is that going this past week for you?
Actually, I mentioned it last week that I was working on a big deal and ended up buying about 800 pieces of archery equipment and got them all listed. I got 600. I was figuring the numbers up. I listed 668 pieces. There were 75 listings, so I've got quantity listings. I paid $500 for the deal, and the listings I listed tonight was over $7,000. And I'm not done yet. So this whole totes and everything back here is still full of it too. So pretty good deal.
Now, hey guys, if you could do me a favor, if you notice, what happens is hosting the show, it's a little difficult for me to always follow the chat. So if I miss a question, please point it out. It's been pointed out the last time I did a show that there was a little bit of a clicking in the background. I think I know what it is. As the host, you're putting up banners, and when you're doing that, you're having to use your mouse to click it and highlight things. So I think what happens is because the mic is so sensitive, it's picking up me actually clicking the mouth. So I don't hear. What's that?
My washing machine's going right now too. So. Right,
yeah, but I'm saying if someone hears a clicking, that's what it is. I don't think I'm gonna get that from my. I don't think D bought 150 tiny spoons.
Wow.
You don't think you're gonna get 7,000 from your tiny spoons? I don't know. You might.
D, if you're into spoons, I've got a big garbage bag full of them that I bought.
Yeah, I have a toast.
No, it was an online auction from a bankruptcy liquidation of a sporting goods store, and I was literally just buying some other stuff in it. I was actually going after things like things like holsters and stuff like that. I was trying to get those cheap. And I don't know archery stuff at all, but I happened to glance, and there was 4 huge lots of archery stuff. It was all Hoyt and Matthews Genuine, which ran the numbers on those, and they all basically sell for $10 a piece. $8 to $10. I listed those today, and I've sold about $150 already. And it was just a huge quantity. It was just a matter of separating it by color and style, and then getting them all up. So will I get 7,000? Probably not. I mean, by the time I take offers and everything, I expect the deal to be worth somewhere around about $5,000. But that's $5,000 spread out over probably a year.
That's not bad. Pat, I see you changed the duck.
Well, what happened was they gave, because they know I'm using it, and
Mhm.
I actually reached out to them on something.
Mhm.
They said that I have a free for a week to use some of these features.
Mhm.
So that was something I use. What I do is on my eBay profile store,
Mhm.
I try to change it up to keep people interested. So I just threw that
Okay.
up there. It
Oh,
says Patdees since 1998. 1998 is when I started selling on eBay. So, and I usually what happens is that's a patriotic one that I put up for like July 4th, Memorial Day, and Labor Day. So that's why that's up there. So,
okay.
Anita, I know we only have you for about a half an hour
Yeah.
because you got some other obligations. So I want to focus on you really the next 15 minutes. What's going on as far as any new jewelry jars this week or?
Yeah, I actually have two of them right now that I still need to open, and because my son is not feeling that well, I haven't been able to do them. But I am still doing my 10 a day Etsy listings, which I'm doing pretty good on Etsy, and I had 3 sales on eBay these couple of days. I don't sell that much on eBay. I wish I would put more items, but I'm right now more focused on the jewelry, and they do better when I put them on Etsy.
Are you buying jewelry jars and then opening them up
Yeah.
and then splitting them apart?
Yes, I buy jewelry jars. I buy jewelry grab bags. I buy jewelry individually too, from yard sales, thrift stores, pretty much everywhere, anywhere that I can find it. And it's not just jewelry that I buy. I buy other things too. I buy decorative items, home decor, I do buy other items, but I tend to focus more on the jewelry. But I'm trying to branch out and buy more of the other things. Just like they said about the spoons, I have a tote full of spoons that I haven't yet listed. And
I've got a box full of
yeah,
flatware over there. I got a list. It's
Yeah.
actually really good stuff, but I mean,
Yeah. Some of them are sterling still. Yeah, the ones I have, some of them are sterling silver, some of them are souvenir spoons. But I do have a whole bunch of those that I haven't even gotten started on. I have films, stamps, things like that I haven't even gotten into yet. So I'm trying to do more other things besides jewelry. You can't just stay in one area when you're a reseller.
Well, you can, but it just gets harder
Yeah, I
and harder. The more you
Yeah.
suck your area dry, especially if you're
Right.
buying all the jewelry up.
Yeah, you
so.
don't want to limit yourself. Yeah.
Anita, got junk in our trunk is said she buys a lot of jewelry and lots off of Craigslist, and I keep running. Anita, do you do deals on Craigslist as well?
No, I've never actually gotten any jewelry from Craigslist. I didn't even know they had it.
I think what she's saying is she runs an ad on
Uh-huh.
Craigslist in the wanted section. I think you can run an ad saying, I buy jewelry or I buy lots of jewelry, things like that.
Oh,
And then
okay.
people
I
calling
see.
you up instead of you trying to find the deals. Let them call
That's
you
not a
first.
bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Thank you. I will try that. Yeah.
I mean, and that's a great suggestion for anybody who's having trouble
Right.
sourcing is to go onto your local Craigslist. I don't know if you can do it on Facebook Marketplace, and I don't know if there's a wanted section on there, but putting out some of those free ads and saying, "I want this," I buy video games. You see that a lot. I buy this. I buy that.
I buy toys.
Right.
That tip of the day. That's a good one. Yeah.
Now, I actually asked her to come on the show because in the future, and I hope she'll join us, and maybe we could talk before you do that. Is obviously you don't want strangers coming to your house, so you'd have to set up a neutral location,
Right.
even if it's at the local Arby's or the Wendy's, and where you're meeting people that you're comfortable. Some towns I've even heard of people meeting at the local police station. They have like a room where you're able to go and do that.
My town has
Yeah.
my local
A public
station has
area.
a parking lot area that's under camera. So
A
Yeah,
safe public area. Yeah.
On Craigslist, there is a wanted, at least in our area. There's a wanted section. I've actually, when I do my things I want to buy, I put them in the category of the things I want to buy. Like I'm looking for video games, I'm putting in the computer and video game section. Another thing you can do that I've done really well off of on Craigslist while we're on that topic is subscribe to, and you can create a search and then subscribe to it so you get an email notification every time something gets posted. Is our area, most areas have a free section where people are giving things away.
Yeah.
I made about almost $500 off free items about a month ago out of that point.
Windows 98. Here we go again.
I'm just saying it's something you need to do.
Rubbing it in our face.
I mean, I'm not selling bird slides like you do, Eric, but you know.
That's true. That's true. I've
Yeah,
moved past the bird slides. I'm done with the bird slides.
Oh, I know.
I got 2 cases of bird frame pictures left, though. So.
I'm
Sue,
kidding.
Sue said that that they do at the police station too, outside with the camera.
That's what I'm saying. I've heard that. And
That's the safest place. Mhm.
Right, and trying to give you advice. Serena pointed out, says, I'm supposed to have an assistant so I don't look so serious. I know. I don't know where he's at. Mr. Banana Man stood me up again, so we're just waiting him to come on. But no, honestly, what happens is with StreamYard, which is a little bit different from Google Hangouts. Google Hangouts, if a person is not talking, you drop down in the bottom and you're small, so you kind of don't see. People don't realize behind the scenes, I'm watching the chat. We have a private chat. I'm trying to post banners, and then at the same time trying to pay attention to the room chat.
Right.
So I kind of get a little bit like a deer in headlights watching the chat and not realizing that I don't have a happy. But I'm happy all the time, people.
Yeah, the host.
Yeah, ask Justin Grimes. Hey, my friend DA Crazy Card, Fruitcake, he calls me. He's in the room tonight. So thanks. John is Dave is here. He's mentioning John from Nevermore. Jennifer's here. I really appreciate everyone showing up tonight. We got 43. I don't know how the thumbs are, but if you guys could click the thumbs up, it'd be greatly appreciated. And if you guys haven't already liked and subscribed to any of these people down in the description below, please do.
Mm-hmm.
So Anita, now you do 10 listings a day on.
Mm-hmm. I try to do more, but I try to do more than 10. But 10 is something that I put like a number that I'm gonna do this much I'm gonna do these 10 for sure. If anything more I can do, I go ahead and do more. But 10 is my goal for the day, to do the 10 listings. And I try to do at least 2 or 3 on eBay.
Yeah, 10 a day goal is not that hard to achieve. Doesn't matter what you're listing; it's actually not that difficult. But it does keep you relevant. It keeps your listings fresh.
Right.
You really should always do at least 10 a day.
Mm-hmm.
We can't always do it, but if you can do it, if you do it 5 times out of every week, you're gonna build a store. You're gonna build, constant sales by doing that.
It does help. The more you list, the more you sell. It does help. It gets your store noticed, and I don't know what happens, but I've noticed the more I list, the more sales I have.
It's a pure numbers game.
Yeah, and it's not even just those 10 items that I've listed. I get sales from items that I've listed 4 or 5 months ago too.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean go out there and list 10 items that are crap.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying you are.
Right.
I'm just saying,
Right.
You still got to list quality items.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Those 10 items have to be worth something. Those 10 items have to be worth buying for a person to buy it.
I've heard a lot of people talk. So many people get caught up on how many items they list.
Mm-hmm.
But I've heard other people take a different approach of how much profit did I list today? How much money did I list today?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying one's better than the other. I'm just saying there are 2 different thoughts on that.
Right.
Well,
Yes.
I think you get into start talking about average ticket and how much you really want out of every sale, and what is a sale is worth to you. If you're making $3 sales all day long, that's not really, you're working too hard for the money you're getting. But if you make one $50 sale, that's a whole lot better than 10 $5 sales. Because it's just one shipping, one thing you're dealing with. So
Right.
I listed, case in point, I listed 2 items today. I listed one item that was at $199. Now, it's not going to sell as quick as somebody's $10, $12, $15 item. And I listed another one that was either at $249. So I listed about $400 worth of products in 2 items.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm better than anybody else. I'm just saying,
Yeah, but constant listing is the key. And then, like I said, trying to make sure that you're not listing just. Like I said, I just listed 600 items, and they were all $10 to $12. But I was able to do that in a big bulk listing. So it's to me, that's going to be money that just keeps rolling in. It goes in a padded envelope and ships right out with no trouble. But and then you got to look at what you're listing. How hard is it to ship? If you sell 10 VCRs in one day, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I sell 10 postcards in a day, and I mean that takes me 2 seconds to get shipped out. So
Yeah,
Not
it's nice to have a balance is what you're really looking for.
yeah. You should really list more than try to list a few items. You can't just list something that's a $200 item and say, okay, I'm done for today. List, you need to list all different kinds of prices.
Oh, definitely.
Hey,
Because those higher dollar items aren't going to sell as quick typically as some of the ones that are.
Yeah. I mean, and like I said, that's what you're really going for. You're going for a mix of sales every day. I mean, I have a dollar amount that I like to hit every day in sales. I like to be somewhere between $130 and $170 a day. That's my goal. I don't get it every day. Some days I blow it away. Some days I get one $10 sale. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. But you have just an average goal where you want to average every day, and so you got to make sure that you have a good mix of products that's going to bounce you up to that level every day.
Yeah. That was going to be my question to everybody here. Are you making your average goals for the day?
No.
Most of the time I do this. This last couple of weeks I've found that the last 10 days of July and the first 20 days of August suck. And that's where everybody's come off vacation. They've all spent all their money. They're getting ready to go back to school. That's always the worst time of the year. When I go back year after year and look at my numbers, this is the worst time of the year. Before then, easily making my goals. After then, I'm pretty sure I'll make my goals again. Right. So this is a tough month for me right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think everybody's right now this month is having a hard time with their eBay, with any platform that they're selling on. They're not making their goals.
And it's easy when sales are slow to get down on yourself. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying anything. Why should I be listing? But theoretically, that should be the best time for you to list because you're not shipping a bunch of orders out potentially.
That's true.
Right. You have more time on your hands.
I mean, easier said than done, but
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if I run my numbers for the last 30 days, I'm averaging $112 a day. So you take out the last 12 days when I'm averaging probably about $80 a day. So the first part of the month was a lot higher. So, you just you got to be able to withstand the slow times, That's the key with it. So, if again, it's one of those things with any type of business, you're going to have periods of slow and fast. And if you've got money set aside for when the slow times come in, you're good.
Well, and talking about averaging.
Craig,
go ahead.
Hold on 1 minute. I'm going to actually remove all three of you from the stream for about a minute. Just listen to me, and you'll be right back. All right?
Okay.
Hey guys, Patdees 72 here, and I just want to take a brief couple seconds and not get political, but just take a timeout for basically 20 seconds here for the people that lost their lives in El Paso today. I'm not going to talk about gun control or any of those issues, but I just think that we need to sometimes as a country wake up to what's going on and have a moment of silence for 20 seconds. So for 20 seconds, we'll be right back. All right, guys, thank you. Again, I don't want to talk politics. I love this country. I love people. And it's just a sad day. And I think that we just can't forget, whose families and stuff was affected. So thank you. We'll get back to the normal show and talk and appreciate it.
And so we return back to normal programming.
And so we're back.
Yeah. And on time, my co-host,
hey,
Mr. Jason Banana
is about to send him a message going, where's he at?
I like our boxes at the size they were before Jason showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's all right. Jason's going to stay. Jason, why don't you tell him who you are, why you're late, what's going on?
No. I purposely came in late so I didn't have to go through that part of the show.
Failure.
You're still going to have to explain who you are. People are asking, where's my co-host? And they know that we're
nobody's asked.
Put the spotlight on him, Pat.
Yeah.
Nobody's asked.
There we go.
Oh,
Okay, guys, it's on Mr. Findz.
Talk about being put
hello,
up.
Scott. Hello, everybody, YouTube world. I buy and sell stuff on eBay and have a lot of fun and hang out with people like Pat for some unknown reason. And that's about it. Click.
Jason, you know we love you, and I appreciate you coming in Saturday. If anybody doesn't know, Jason lives in the state of Pennsylvania along myself, and we've met up a couple times, and that's been one of the great things about YouTube is meeting a gentleman like him. I razz him because it's funny because, you know, Kimberly's not here this week because she can't be here every weekend because she, you know, with her children and stuff, she's out actually enjoying herself with her friend, and she'll be back next week. But I do get a lot of compliments, and I do want to be conscientious of it, that there are women that watch the show and enjoy feedback from them, and not just watching a bunch of guys sit around talking about reselling. So I am conscientious of that wanting to have, you know, women also on the show with us, and they give, you know, they're doing things that we're not doing, like Anita talked about jewelry and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, you know, if Anita, I'll be honest with you. She makes me sad.
I thought you were here for me, Jason.
Well, I hope he doesn't leave when I do.
So, don't tell him that. You shouldn't have told him.
I'm giving him ideas.
I would have told him technical difficulties. Hey, I have another guest coming on. He's popped in the room. I know he's had a busy night already, but this is actually his first time, so I'll introduce him, and but he can only come in the room. I can see him in the background, but I just want to make it clear. He can only come in the room if he tells who he is. I'm not going to sell him. He's got to sell himself. You guys might get, he looks like Scott, but he's not Scott, but he's ready to come in the room. I told him
this man needs no introduction.
Yeah. So here he is.
Hey, I'm the bearded picker.
Yeah, right.
Why does it say suburban beard? No.
We can tell you're not the bearded picker because you're not sitting on a pillow on your chair. So.
Right? Yeah. I should be. I've been sitting for 2 hours now. I need a pillow, but hello, everybody. I am Suburban Beard. Manny is behind me as usual. And I'm an eBay and Amazon reseller. A little Mercari, but that's about it. So thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. I appreciate you stopping in.
Pat, guys, I need to pop out because my dad's here with my son's meds.
No problem.
I will.
Anita, I really thank you for joining us when you can. And if you want to pop back in later on, you have the link.
I just might. I'm going to see what's going on here. And thank you for inviting me. I'll still be in the chat in the meantime.
Okay.
And I will pop back in. For now, bye.
Me too. See you later, guys.
You stay here.
All right.
Bye.
He's away for the next 3 hours anyway. Took a long nap, so.
I know I'm still a little groggy, actually.
Hey, Josh, I saw you mention about, I watched your show up to about the last 10 minutes. And if anyone doesn't know, Josh, why don't you tell them you do a show at 9 o'clock with the people that you do a show with?
Yeah. Eat, Sleep, Amazon, Jordan the DG Picker, Alex, Fat Man the Flipper, and Oscar El Cubanazo. And we do a show 9 to 11. Kind of all of us are newer in the game, so we kind of put our heads together and try and have on guests that help us grow and help others grow. So,
That's
and
cool.
through that, like you were just saying, Pat, before I hopped in, just, YouTube has led us to meet some awesome people, and help everybody grow and learn.
This is so funny. It's like hanging out with Scott's stunt double.
Right? He's my dad.
Yeah, but I think if you put those two together, I mean, Scott's what, 5'6", and Josh looks like he's 7'6".
Right. No, I think I'm 5'10" on a good day, maybe 11 if I have some heels on. But,
I remember when I first met you, I called you the Big Show.
right?
You remind me of the wrestler and stuff. But hey, I saw on your post earlier that you had a garage sale.
Yeah, I'm doing a full 4-day garage sale.
And
So
how's that going?
Not too bad. Cleared about 300. So some of the better stuff I just won't sell. Then some of the other stuff I'm just trying to literally get rid of. So I I don't blame the city by any means, but they announced it's a citywide garage sale, but they announced that it was only for Thursday and Friday, which here Thursdays, like most garage sales sometimes are just on a Thursday by me. I don't know why. It's always been that way growing up and everything else. And west side of Cleveland.
Oh, okay. You're not too far from me then.
No, not at all. Not at all. So, but yeah, so I think because of that, people just kind of stopped coming out. Of course, I advertised and put it out there, and so, but they're either early in the morning and then no one shows up till like 4 when I'm ready to go to bed, and so
you go to bed at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
What's the nap time, right? That's
a true reseller,
right?
Nap time is so.
We need the nap, and then the kids are ready to go play and everything else. So, but no, it's been good. I've gotten rid of a lot of the little stuff that I just ended up with in some deals and stuff that I wasn't even going to waste my time with on eBay, but somebody else will be happy to have it. So I can't complain. Got rid of some of that, but then
getting space back, that's the key.
Exactly. But like looking at it, it's one of those things like, one, it's made me appreciate people who do flea markets, because I do not want to carry my stuff in and out every day. And, the other part is like having it all sprawled out in the driveway in different boxes and I'm like, I have a lot more stuff than I thought I
did a little purging today.
Yeah, I'm like, but it's hitting all the shelves and boxes. I'm like, oh, I don't have that much. I might get a car in the garage, and then I'm like, what? How did I do this?
Oh yeah. Well, let me put it this way. I've been having an auction out of my garage every month for the last 9 months, and I still haven't cleaned everything out that I want to clean out. So,
wow. And
that's usually 150 to 125 to 150 items each month. So
it's still awesome.
Josh, that may be an idea for you in the future of we had Harlan on 2 weeks ago, right before he left for Vegas, and what Eric does that I never would have thought of, when they're finding stuff, they're making up and sending it to an auction house, and Harlan's making a couple hundred. Eric, you are too doing it. I mean, you only do it.
I usually clear somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500 every month doing that.
Right.
So.
Nice.
See, since you do it, so I had actually talked to Harlan about this, but so I'm on the other side. My top selling products I get from auctions.
Yeah, me too.
I paid about $2 for a 35-year-old Fisher stereo system with everything from cassette deck, radio, all the way down, fully functioning. Sold it for 150. And stuff like that.
For me, is because I buy in such large lots, I call out the good stuff, and then the stuff that either I don't want to ship, I don't want to mess with on eBay, then I put it into the live auction, and then it generates income, and also I can get rid of the stuff, especially not shippable is where it goes. But if I buy enough in big enough lots, that not everything's good for eBay. I mean, I don't sell glass on eBay; it's just not my thing. So if I get glass items, they go in there. People love that stuff. If you just do it that way, then like I said, it's just a time thing, because it's about 8 hours to set it up and about 4 hours to deal with the pickup aspect of it. So
now, are you an actual auctioneer? Like, can you do your own stuff?
I could do my own thing online. I don't. I have a friend of mine that does the online auction world, and so I have him come in. Now I pay him to come in and do it. So it costs me about $500 to $600 a month for him to come in and do that. So my auction really has to net me out about $2,200.
Gotcha.
And then the buyer's premium goes to the auction company that supplies the software. He takes his cut, which is what I'm paying him basically, and then I get the rest. So,
because see, there's one by me that's an actual place that every Thursday you can go in. They have live auction, and I'll try and find that their pricing honestly was weird. It was a sliding scale, and so it looks like it's 35%, but then it shows you if it's under $20, they take 50%.
Yeah, that's pretty common.
Is it okay? I was like, I have some stuff. I don't even know if it'll, sell for that.
Do you do online auctions?
Everything I do is online.
No, I mean, I'm talking about buying from online auctions.
Yes.
So you hit like Rust Belt?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I hope so, because somebody's got to be buying the stuff out of there.
Oh yeah, no, I find some great stuff. Like I every now and then I'll bid on something and I'll have an idea, and then I'm like right now I'm completely honest. I'm bidding on a viewfinder. There's still 2 days left. I'm literally at this point hoping somebody outbids me because I went a couple bucks too high. Listen. I won't lose money. You know what I mean? It's like a 1942 viewfinder with like 30 reels, and it's awesome. Right. So, but at the same time, it's like other stuff. It's great. Like, but yeah, bid rust belts. It's been my, I don't know, it's been my honeymoon.
primary one?
Yeah.
I used to buy off of them, but it's too much of a time commitment. It's a 3-hour one-way trip for me to come up and get most of their auction stuff.
Right. See, like there's, like, I literally will only go by like what's around me for it. Because there's some that, like, for me, being on the west side of Cleveland over here, to get downtown, like if you look at a map, it's like 12 minutes.
Yeah.
But to get some of these places in downtown, it's like a 45-minute drive. And I'm like, if I win one comic book, you know,
the game is played. You bid a couple items, you win the first one, then you go hard in the rest of the auction because you got to make the trip pay for itself. So
Exactly. So, and a lot of stuff I've just tried to do local, where a lot of them they'll do an auction, and then a lot of stuff they actually bring back to their like warehouse and stuff like that. So it's been even easier to do some of it, you know. And my part is I've only been buying what I like, but what I like sells. Luckily, right? So, but it's the other side of that though is learning, because there's a lot of auctions I don't touch where there's jewelry and collectible like dolls, and like I don't know anything about, and like I know gold sells, right? But like for me, oh, it's a huge gold lot. I'll spend $50, and I'm like, oh no, it's worth $8. Like,
yeah, you gotta know what you're doing with some of that stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, I primarily buy around the Columbus market for all my online auctions, and then of course for some silly reason I keep driving out to Pennsylvania buying that auction. But
right. Yeah, there's
Hey, Eric, we have a couple questions here I want to go over real quick. Someone in the room, and I saw the chat's flying so fast. How long you been selling on eBay? It says you seem very knowledgeable about all kinds of stuff.
I've been on eBay since the late '90s, but I was in the auction world in the '80s. I mean, live auctions and stuff like that. So, you know, I've been a reseller pretty much most of my adult life. More than me, because I'm a buyer. You buy and flip. That's how you upgrade things.
So about 2 years now.
Yes. Well, well, let me put it this way. I started my reselling adventures started at auction when I was 10 years old, and I was buying bicycles, repairing them, and flipping them. And then I got into cars. And Jason will tell you how many cars I've owned. I mean, it's crazy. I've probably owned over 300 cars in my life.
Wow.
Because you buy them and fix them up, flip them up to the next car. Sometimes it doesn't work out. You sell one down, and you know, just all kinds of different things. There's ways to do that. So that's what I've been doing most of my life. But now ephemera is fairly new for me. I've only been doing ephemera for about 2-3 years now. So I never realized the money that was there, and then the space issues that it solves a lot of issues and things like that. So.
Another question we have, and Jason, thanks for capturing the questions in our private chat. Cindy Y says, I know some of the panel is near Pennsylvania, New Jersey area. Is there a Goodwill bins near Hackettstown, New Jersey? Me and Jason are from Pennsylvania. I'm not sure. I'll be honest, I've never been to a Goodwill bin. I've been to Goodwill stores, probably about 6 or 7 different ones, but I've never been to a bin. Jason, do you know anything about that?
I've been to one bin, and it was further south, like around the Bristol area, I think. I'm not up there too often. I don't.
Right. I find too with myself what's happening as I'm doing this more. I'm actually sourcing less from Goodwill, just because sometimes it's just a wasted trip. What happens? It seems like the Goodwill on our local level that is part of about 6 or 7 of them are all part of that charity, and what they're doing is they're listing a lot of the good stuff on their own website. So they're pulling stuff. Now, once in a while, I do get lucky, but it's not a big score. I try to, if I'm going to stop there, I'm going to try to make it that it's on my way. So I haven't been to the bins in Hackettstown, New Jersey. I guess you could probably Google that. What I actually want to do for video content, I want to actually go to Manhattan one day and see what it would like to be to source the Goodwills in Manhattan, because you would think maybe Manhattan being an expensive city that maybe the quality of stuff might be different. I could be wrong, because some of that stuff could be coming in from the rural area just to fill their needs. So I'm not sure. We'll find out, because I'm going to do a video. What have your guys' experience been as far as sourcing at Goodwill?
I have a Goodwill bins that is literally 5 minutes from my house, and I have not been to it yet. What I sell, I can't buy at the thrift store. So I don't deal with it. I don't sell any clothing anymore except for baseball hats. And I can buy those at auction. I don't need to go I can go to a thrift store and buy baseball hats if I want, but I walked into a thrift store less than a week ago. I was waiting for. I'd ordered some food and waiting for it to be ready, and they had just opened a brand new Salvation Army right next to it. It was terrible. I mean, it was, first off, I can't stand the fact that they sort by color instead of size. But there's just nothing good in there anymore. I mean, and if it was decent, the prices were out of control. I mean, you'd see a clarinet, which you would try to get for 20 or 30, maybe sell for 70 or 80, $200. I mean,
easy, yeah.
Never going to sell it. I mean, it's just going to sit on the shelf, but it looks good sitting on the shelf.
See, I haven't gone to a Goodwill in probably 3-4 months, but like Salvation Army, I stop in once a month. But we have a lot of other random thrift stores. So I've got there's Value World, and I think Pat figured out there's one somewhere near you, Pat. Value World. They're only in like Ohio and PA, and then Volunteers of America.
Yeah.
Which is in a couple areas. Yeah, that's the one, Pat. Yeah. So
how I found that one was actually through Taco Stacks.
Okay.
He's gone there a couple times, and he told me about it. And his complaint has been the same thing I have, that and just like with Eric saying, the Salvation Army. And I've talked to the management because they walk around on the floor, and once you get to know them.
Oh yeah.
If you watched actually one of my last videos when I went to Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, Salvation Army. You heard over the intercom, Ashley, come to the front. I knew what was going on. There was a Christmas table, and I was filming the stuff, and they called management on me to tell me that I was filming. So she comes over to me and says, "Hey, they said you're filming the employees." I said, "I am." And I pointed to the table. I said, and then I said to her, "You know who I am?" She goes, "Oh yeah, I know you're in all the time." So she turned around, looked at the employees, and said, "What's the problem?" And then she apologized, and everything was fine. But I've talked to management, and they could have jeans for $4.99 to like $12.99, and they're just guessing. They have a chart. They showed me an 8x10 piece of paper in the back that if there's certain name brand items, they're just throwing a price. But I've been able to take advantage of that though at the one in Scranton, Pennsylvania, because sometimes whoever's doing is writing stuff sloppily, and I've questioned it, and the employee goes, "Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll give it to you for 99 cents." Where it looked like $4.99 or $1.99. And I even think I pointed it out in one video. So once you get to learn the employees there, and they know who you are, they're taking. And I'm not afraid to sometimes complain about the price. And you know what you do? Why would you on Wednesdays, if clothes are half price, why would you buy them on a Tuesday and a Thursday? But I've become very picky now, selling again as heavy as I am the past 7-8 months. Very picky on my clothes purchases. I don't care even if it is $3, because if you're just throwing $3 out there to throw it in a box in the basement or the attic and you're not selling, it's a waste at $3. I would rather
the best source.
If you're wasted, just send it to me.
Yeah, the best sourcing was the night before half off day.
Always.
Because nobody wants to pay the price, so you go in there now. You got to look for the hidden stuff. You're going to pay more, but you're going to get the better stuff because people are going to try and get it back in the first thing in the morning.
And
I'm just talking strictly clothes.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking strictly clothing. That's when I used to do clothing. I would go to the thrift store. This is several years ago. I would go in on the night before half off, and I would make great scores, plenty of profit, even though I paid full price, because people didn't want to pay for it. They knew they could come back, and what's really cool is you'd usually go there and you'd find like 10 Hawaiian shirts all in a row. Someone just wanted to walk in real quick and grab them. I'd shop at like 9 o'clock at night.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, John.
I was going to say, Volunteers of America, the trick is with them is the last Tuesday of every month, the entire store is 50% off. And so I always go the day after because they start putting all this new stuff out that they haven't had out for the last month. So
I've seen that happen. Yeah, I've seen that happen also.
I'm just gonna say, if you're gonna shop at those places, shop against the sales. Either shop the day before or the day after. You're gonna get either the really good stuff that people are hiding, or you're gonna get the fresh stuff. Sale day is great if you're just looking to fill out inventory, but it's just better to buy better stuff to begin with.
Our Salvation Army does half off on Wednesdays, and there'll be a line out into the parking lot on Wednesday mornings before they open up.
Yep.
And it's like I said, I've been in there the night before and picked up a lot of good stuff. for sure. But and then they've gotten to the point knowing that they're going to do that, and they sell a lot of clothing on those Wednesdays. Their average price on a shirt has gone up.
Oh yeah.
This shirt that normally was $3.99, they were getting $1.99 on half off day, is now $6.99.
Yeah,
they're getting $3.99 on half off day.
Yeah,
whatever those numbers would be.
Yeah.
I mean, I get they're in, I know they're nonprofit, but they're still in the business of making money, so, but at the same time, I think they're losing a large core part of their business, which then goes against some of it, or there's enough new people trying to learn buying the $8 shirts when we were paying $2, less. And then
I never used to pay anything more than really $5.99 for even jeans or shirts or anything, and
even a pair of Levi's was cheap.
Yeah, I mean, occasionally I would get hit with a $9.99 item, but it was a really good, like a leather jacket or something like that. And nowadays, any jacket you walk into starts at $24.99. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. And like I said, it's not really what I want to do. It takes too long to list. It takes too long to sell. It's just not any fun.
Yeah.
We've got a local thrift store that will spend more time handling merchandise than I've ever seen. They bring it out. It has a certain color tag on it. It sits a day or two. They take that same item, drag it back to the back.
Yep.
If you would just price it reasonably, it would fly off the shelf.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the Faded Glory is going to be the stuff that, and I usually just use that brand as an example.
Yeah.
Right.
Is going to be their dragon, but they spend more time. It's like they've just got to do busy work sometimes.
Right. See, that's where I have a thrift store by me. It's only one, and they even keep a tally of the families they're helping in the community and stuff like that, and everything is priced to move instantly. I've got fully functioning working camcorders for $7. Like it's ready to go, and I'm like, you know what? I'm happy to go there. Even if it doesn't work, to help them help a family out. Like I've seen the families they've helped. Like it's an actual in the community work.
Yeah. You say video cameras. I've got the same deal. I can walk in there and get a 8mm camera cleaned up in a carrying case with charger and everything for $6.99.
Yep.
I can also walk in that same store and not even an Under Armour like this, but a plain Nike golf, moisture, whatever shirt, $12.99.
Wow.
Or $9.99.
Yeah. Quite frankly, it's YouTube. It's everybody on YouTube's fault. I mean, let's be honest. It's right. Our fault for talking about how good it was and how you can make a living at it. And you look at the videos 2 years ago, and I made $10,000 on my YouTube, on my Goodwill shopping spree, and that stuff gets out there and gets back, and then they realize that people are making money on their stuff, so they want to capture some of those dollars back.
But overall, how do you think thrift stores in general's profits are now that they've raised prices?
Oh, I think they're profitable through the roof because you got new people coming in all the time and getting. How many new people do you see get on eBay or get in YouTube and get on and talk about channels and how they're just starting out selling and they're going to the thrift stores and hitting the thrift stores and doing all that, and you just want to grab them and shake your head. Says don't start at the thrift stores.
Right.
It's nothing. And don't get me wrong, selling clothing is a great way to learn eBay because you will learn all about returns. You'll learn all about problem customers. I mean, you'll learn all the negative stuff about eBay. But if you can work your way through that, then you get into some of the other stuff. I mean, it's just there's too much good stuff to sell out there that you don't need to concentrate on clothing.
Like I tell everybody, like people, contact me. How do you start? How do you get going? And I'm like, walk around your house, open a drawer, open a closet, look behind your dresser. There's something you don't need that's sitting in your house that's worth some money to someone else. It may be $1. It could be $30. Like that.
Well, you're going to be surprised what your stuff is actually worth in the secondhand market. Especially if you've never broken into that, talk to your parents, get into their attic. I mean, that's attics and basements is the best place. When I do an estate sale, I'm in the basement if I can. If I can get in the attic, I'll get in the attic. I mean, those are the two places that the money's made at.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where I found most of my Christmas decorations when I started. I mean, I literally, like, someone have a garage sale, like, oh, do you have Christmas stuff? Like, well, we have stuff in the attic. We haven't been up there in 2 years. I'm like, how much for all of it? I don't know what's up there. They're like, $10. I'm like, okay. So I'm just hauling down box after box. They're second guessing, of course. And I'm like, do you want more money? They're like, no. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Christmas is actually there's a lot of good money in Christmas.
Oh, yeah. I pay good money for Christmas. I have 15,000 lights I put up.
Marcel in the chat's got a great point, and I wish I could live by it. He said if you haven't used it in the last 6 months, you need to sell it, and you don't need it, sell it. I think a very good policy with regard to a lot of stuff. Maybe not everything, but
No, I did the 12-month rule unless it's a holiday-related item or an actual heirloom. You know, that's it. Those are the only two things. Or if I need it for business, like for tax time, right? Like, you know, I mean, I'd like to sell it, but
yeah.
Hey, I want to address a question real quick. The Jarhead Entrepreneur, I'm wanting to start selling via Amazon. What do you suggest is the easiest way to get into it? I love doing retail arbitrage. I think I'm the only one that sells on Amazon, right?
I do.
Craig, you sell a little on Amazon?
A little bit. I have, yeah, since 2009.
Josh, have you?
Yeah. I've actually had an Amazon account for 11 years, but only sold since January.
Right. Now,
Anymore.
for me, everybody, and I guess the always things is to start out selling books. But now I do a weekly show where I'm really going to get into it on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. East Coast time, where somebody, the young lady that I have on there, Jess Hill, and I want to be clear, I am not an expert on eBay. I'm not an expert on Amazon. This is why I do the show, to talk about this, to learn from each other, and to better ourselves by networking, to do this. There are people out there that are selling, combined, themselves more than we are combined, because we are just regular people that are trying to make a living. The common bond that we have is that we're all resellers trying to make a living. I think none of us have a real full-time job, and we do this on the side.
Wait. This is my full-time job.
Right. Yeah. And you're gonna have to go to a 9 to 5. That's my point.
Yeah, but you were saying this, none of us have a real full-time job, that we do this on the side. No, this is my real full-time job. If I went out and got a job, that would be a side job. So.
Oh, there you go.
Supplemental income.
So he loves getting. I'm wanting to start selling. I would suggest just keep watching. Don't just jump into it. Keep watch some YouTube videos. Scott the Bearded Picker, who's on Tuesday and Thursday. He's been doing it for 5 years. He's very successful. He's selling, and he publicly says he sells about $500,000 a year doing retail arbitrage on Amazon. But with that being said, you're not going to be able to sell every item that he sells. This is why I'm doing a show on Wednesday. The young lady, Jess Hill, that was on, she recommended to start out with grocery and books. And those were if you kind of go back and watch that show, I hope that helps. That I'm selling on average right now about $800 to $1,000 a month on Amazon. Now that's not great. I mean, Tiffany, that's on her the show before I go, I think I've seen her. She's selling $10,000 a month. Selling $800 to $1,000 a month is making me roughly $150 to $200 a month just doing that. But that's not all I do. I've been selling on Amazon, eBay since 1998, and I just picked up doing full-time eBay about 8 months ago because I had a health issue, and we closed a business that I had for close to 20 years. And then I do property management, and I actually do even so I do a bunch of things to try to make this work. The appeal of doing YouTube is networking and trying to better myself and find perfect example is Jason. He does stuff that I never would have thought. It doesn't mean I'm still going to buy the things because he's so knowledgeable about and doing it. If he was here, he could tell us. But
he's tied up right now. So.
Yeah, that's all right. He took a break. So, but I hope that helps you. So.
I agree. I think books are a great entry point into Amazon. It'll help you learn the tools.
Again, books are like clothing. It'll teach you the processes of Amazon.
Yep.
And that's important because it is different. How to sell on there. I mean, I had an Amazon. I guess I still do have an Amazon account. I sold books and some other things on there as well, but it just wasn't for me. It's just not like the stuff, and I don't like to tie up as much money as you need to tie up on Amazon to be successful. The warning I will give is that Amazon sellers on YouTube, and I'm not talking about anybody on the panel thing. Amazon sellers on YouTube talk about top line sales. eBay sellers talk about bottom line profits. That's a big difference. Watch more YouTubes. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, get out there and watch videos. Don't try and compare yourself to somebody that's much further ahead in the game. whether it's eBay or Amazon, you know?
Jarhead opera, you cannot buy at Ollie's for Amazon. They do not use barcodes at Ollie's. They use their own special barcodes. You can't buy stuff at Ollie's and match it up. It just doesn't work.
Unless you're selling used.
Yeah, unless you're selling used. But I mean, that's you can't look at it as a good RA. Now you can actually make money on eBay from Ollie's. So if you go there, especially in the health and beauty and things like that, but don't count on Ollie's being your subscriber, your thing for RA, because again, it's just the way they do the receipts. I worked for them for 6 years, so.
And truthfully, you really got to be careful selling new items on Amazon, because I'm not saying they won't, but I don't know if Amazon takes an Ollie's receipt as a.
They don't. They can't, because Ollie's uses their own special barcode system. They don't use product barcodes, and so it won't match up. And they don't even name the stuff on the receipt, so the receipts are invalid for Amazon.
General merchandise or something like that. It
doesn't even say that. It'll say what department it's out of, and that's it. So it'll say like department,
Books.
Yeah, it'll say books, and then if it even says that, it actually thinks it says books. I think it's like Department 78 or something like that.
Right.
But it'll say 78, and then it'll have its own 6-digit barcode. But that's an Ollie's stickered barcode, and Ollie's stickers are a pain in the butt to get off.
They are. They're the worst.
So I've stuck many of those on products. So you just can't use it. So don't go in thinking you can RA at Ollie's. You can buy stuff. You can sell it on eBay. Books you can buy, because books, although Ollie's stickers over top of the barcodes on books too, so that's a real pain. But you can actually do that because books has the barcode built in. You don't really need to worry about that, and nobody cares where you got the books from most of the time. Amazon has nailed people for sending in books they didn't have a receipt for. So,
see, I'm the weirdo when it came to Amazon. Like, I was watching something, and She Sells by Sue. She didn't say go out and just do this, but she's like, too many people run to clearance and they don't scan every other aisle. So I went in, signed up for the app, and set everything up, and I started, with the negative $79 and Amazon, and I just started going down random aisles at every store I walked into, and I just started finding stuff and sending it in, and just kept learning along the way. I just recently got into books and picking up books and stuff like that. So they've made me some money, but looking back, had I started with books, it probably would have been easier with the transition of learning how to label everything, how it gets packaged, how it, because now, I can go do hazmat now and, do this and topicals and all this stuff. And I'm like, man, 7 months ago, I was like losing my mind.
And anybody that just starts selling on Amazon, you're going to be gated in a lot of products, a lot of categories. And I think a lot of people say it. Don't go out there worried about what you're gated in.
Right.
Find what you can sell it. And as you sell more of that, you'll start get ungated in other areas. But
I think more than enough to sell in all the other things you're not gated in.
Yeah. Just don't be afraid of it. Just learn the rules like you would learn the rules of any platform you sell on.
Yeah, stick to them and pay attention to your emails.
Jason, I'm not perplexed.
Where am I? Bobby Fischer, where is he?
What the word I was thinking of?
Yeah. That's because, I'm following the chat, and people don't realize behind the scenes, how usually in the YouTube chat, you could do the @ and then highlight somebody. In the back, you don't know. What happens is in the YouTube chat, when you highlight a person, you start typing their name. You don't have to fill out the rest. Well, behind the scenes, it doesn't do that. You have to literally type their whole name. So, and it's confusing because behind the scenes, I could see the chat is up to date, but on YouTube, it's like 25 seconds delayed. So you don't know. You're looking behind the scenes, seeing the chat, and you're going to YouTube, and you're not seeing the same chat. So I apologize. But now that Jason is back, I want to know what his experience has been about Goodwill and Salvation Army.
That's really simple. I don't do them. So,
have you ever done them, Jason, or no?
Yeah, I've done it like way in the past. I mean, there's a Goodwill literally next to my warehouse. I haven't been in there in a couple of years. It's just not me. I buy in bulk through usually auctions and stuff. So I'm not really looking to buy just a couple of pieces here and there.
Right. Now, how long have you been selling on? Do you primarily just sell on eBay?
Yes, just strictly eBay. Full time, about, I don't know, 12, 14 years. I don't know the exact number, but it's been a long time.
So you buy from bulk.com, is that what you said? Or you said you buy it?
I just buy in bulk, auctions, estates, stuff like that.
Oh, Mary.
Why is it ass?
I'm just, guys, just keep going. Tom.
Oh wait, I shouldn't say the word ass. Oh, I did it again.
Go.
I wanted to ask you a question, anyways. Yeah.
There goes my whole 70 cents I was going to make on this video tonight, Jason.
Oh,
You've already gotten the 2 super chats. You should be up to what, 35 by now?
Yeah, no, but
Yeah,
Jason buys off of eBay for flipping turnaround on eBay, and I've done it a few times. But I mean, you do it fairly regularly, though.
oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I do that too. That's kind of fun.
There's if you guys are reading the side chat, I'm getting a little hassle about the ladies not being here. They're coming back. Relax, guys. Here's Kimmy. She just rolled in.
Well, I will tell you right now, Pat, that there's no guarantee that Jason and I are going to be around next week for the show.
Uh-oh.
Sweet. Oh. Oh wait,
I'll be in a hotel. I don't know if I can get on in a hotel.
That's okay. I know.
Annie and I will be here for you, Pat. It's okay.
me and I got a room in the Poconos.
Yeah.
Next
Whoa! What was going on? What is that? Is that a dummy there next to you?
My mannequin, my friend.
You haven't met Manny, Pat?
What?
He's
Pat
lonely.
hadn't met Manny yet?
He's a
No,
lonely
you've never met Manny? Manny has a mind of his own. He wears different clothing. I wore this, so people start remembering to start listing their Halloween stuff or sending it to Amazon already. Because people listen, the Halloween stores by me are opening next week. So
you got to watch him, Pat. He will do stuff in the background when you're not watching.
Yeah, I saw one time before, and they were all cracking up, laughing, and carrying on. I called them out on it, and I think I was probably the first one to point it out. And I'm like, that poor Josh. He's a lonely guy out there.
I got this one recently, but I don't know if it's appropriate for the.
Up there was another 35 cents.
Jason, I almost messaged you. I was looking at an auction locally, and there were about 3 big lathes that they had.
Well, big is relative terms, so
yeah, they can get pretty big.
They would have been too big for me to get home.
Hey, good night, Glenn. Thanks for stopping. Swamp Picker, if you guys haven't subscribed to his channel, me and him about a month ago hit the 1,000 the same day, and we're staying together in Nashville meetup. Glenn is going to be on the show the week before, and the week we're going to go live from Nashville, and then the week after we'll talk about that. So Glenn will be around. Glenn's been on the show before. He comes on usually for about the first hour and stuff. So you guys will get to meet Glenn if you don't know Glenn.
So when you're at the Nashville meetup, just make sure you complain about starting it so late in the month.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Which one is going to be the big spoon? Which one's going to be the little spoon?
We're gonna trade off in the middle of the night. So
Oh my.
But yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with Jason over next weekend because we got an auction we want to go to. So
Yep.
have a little fun.
What do you call it?
I plan to be there too, but I'm still going to drive home and get the show booted up, guys.
Yeah, I just don't know if I can get on from the hotel or not. That's
no,
all.
that's
I have my laptop with me, so we'll see.
$35 fine.
That's all right. Are you guys excited?
Not really. It's just work. I mean, it's just is what it is. So
Another day in the hood.
I went to an auction yesterday, 10 units, and it got out of hand. I bid on like 4, but 300. I stopped at $300 on one, and I was like, that's enough. I think the guy was going to run it to 400. There was one unit, an older guy had it for years, and it was a 8x31, and that went for $1,000. They started at 100, then it jumped to 250, and the guy is like 5. And so when the other guy said 500, one other guy just said 1,000. And it stopped right there, and that unit went for 1,000.
Yeah. Not an 8x31 is rough.
Yeah, it was, and the rent. They said was $225 if they wanted to keep it for another month. But there was probably a lot of good stuff in there. But you would have, for me, I would have had to rent and I thought I wasn't willing to spend $1,000.
Well, you had to rent like a 27-foot truck and probably have to make 2 trips with that. So
right, and what was bad about it? Now I'm going to an auction in 2 weeks that is on a Thursday, but they give you till like Monday to clean it out. This one you had to have cleaned out by Sunday at 2:00, and tomorrow I'm going to the Eagles practice, the Philadelphia Eagles. So I'm going to be there at 4. So that's pretty much going to take up the whole day. I had a chance to kind of do some stuff today with someone that does Amazon, but I was just too busy between yesterday and then having to do things around the house here, and then tomorrow going to the Eagles. That my whole weekend's tied up. Time goes fast sometimes.
it does.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah. How's eBay been for you guys this past week? Actually, for me, it's been a little slow, but I think it's just because of the end of the month. I think I only sold. I sold a couple. It was weird. It's weird sometimes. I just took someone bought a pair of sneakers that I had bought like 5 months ago on a clearance sale at TJ Maxx, and I just sold them. I think I bought them for like $15, and I just sold them for $50. And they sat there for months, and then now all of a sudden they sold. But this week, today, I only had like 4 packages that went out that totaled only about $100.
I never shop on Saturday, so
That's better than having none.
Yeah. No, I know, but you get.
Oh, I know you weren't complaining. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could have shipped 6 today, but I don't ship on the weekends at all. I never have and never will.
It depends on how early I get up on Saturday mornings and get going and how I feel. It's nice just to be able to say I'll just do it Monday.
Yeah, no, weekends are not shipping days for. Actually, I mean, since I changed my handling, I'm doing 3-day handling time anymore. I ship when I feel like it anymore. So quite honestly,
you got that from me.
Yes, I inherited. I went on when I went on did the storage unit pickup with Jason when we cleaned out that storage unit. I switched everything over to 3-day handling, and I never switched it back, and my sales have been just fine.
Wow.
Yeah, and what I tend to do is I tend to ship Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and what I found is it gives me a little bit more time to keep on a task. Once you start on a task, you get there. And I have trouble with that. So, I mean, for me, it worked out really well. And I enjoy having that. I was same day shipping for a year and a half, and I just hated that pressure of, oh my God, you got to get out by, that day. I mean, it was just crazy. And it wasn't, and I did it because of the guaranteed shipping, and the guaranteed shipper never really kicked in.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it took over. You went through that paradigm of the free shipping giving you the boost, and the guaranteed shipping was all of a sudden a priority, and it just seems like it's taking a back seat again. Yeah.
So I said, heck with it. I don't need to be guaranteed shipping, so I don't even care if I'm top rated. I mean, I am, but I don't really worry about it. So,
we always talk about things that get you the boost in the search, and I know I've said it multiple times, but I think it's so true. You have the right products at the right price, they're going to sell in the right time.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you search for the stuff I sell is fairly unique. I mean, I do pick up things that everybody gets. I was at a church sale and I bought a bunch of in the package needlepoint kits for $2 a piece. I mean, I know those will get $20, $30 each. I'll buy stuff like that, but most of the stuff I get is just, postcards and paper and sporting goods stuff, all the Arrow stuff I got. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, that type of stuff, not everybody has. And I just put it to make sure I got the best price on it.
Hey, I put a link. Because Anita left, if anybody wants to come on the show, this is the first time I've done that, but I put a StreamYard link in the side chat if anybody wants to pop in and hang, even if it's for 20 minutes. Just the only thing I ask is when you come in, you just be respectful. There's no cursing or political talk on the show. But if anybody wants to click that link on and join us, I'd appreciate it. So it's there. I'll put it out again.
The nice thing about StreamYard is you get to actually screen before you see them, so you won't get naked spammed or anything. So
right.
Well, it is an after 11 show, right?
Yeah, but I want to keep my 70 cents, Craig. I mean, come on.
I wouldn't want to take it away from you.
Well, YouTube did say that this, as long as you hold off swearing in the first 30 seconds, then the advertisers don't get upset.
Yeah.
But if you're doing it constantly, then they can also get upset. But
Yeah. What the? No.
Now, Josh, do you have this yard sale again tomorrow?
yeah, I did it for all 4 days. I figured if I'm having this stuff out, I don't want to waste my time for a day or so, you know. So going all 4 days, and tomorrow I'm sorting through it. One big benefit to it, though, for me is literally being able to take it. I have it all out, and then as I'm bringing it in, I'm just going through all of it. A big one-time sweep through top to bottom and clear it out and reorganize.
Eric, you just need to mute your
Mute your tubes.
YouTube, buddy.
So not mine. Can you put another Eric on here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Laughing Picker.
It's your cousin, the laughing picker.
Ah,
Can you hear us, Eric?
Yeah, I just did it.
yeah, the stream's not. It's not strong enough to handle it.
I turned it off.
Okay. Hold on. Oh, why don't you tell him who you are and what you do? Seems like he's a little frozen.
Yeah, his internet can't take the stream.
The problem is that
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can only have so many Erics.
Yeah.
I take up a lot
How's
of
it going,
bandwidth, you know.
fellas?
It's like he's a model posing for different shots. Yeah. Yeah. Do you put that thing out at the garage sale?
No, actually, we have a whole display. Most of the people around here know it. So I have
Laughing Picker, Eric Dominic.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
We're on delay.
Did we just lose Pat?
Can't hear me.
Burn it down.
Somehow. I don't know how that happened.
Oh, there we go. There's Pat.
No, that's all right. I'm just playing around.
Oh.
So, Eric, we can hear you now. Why don't you tell everybody who you are and what you do?
Mine's not working. Is this any better?
Yeah. Yep, we can hear you.
I can't hear him.
I'm Eric Picker, from eBay.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Okay.
can hear you.
Okay. And I teach college as my side gig. My side job is being a professor. And I pretty much sell anything I can.
You only do eBay?
Yeah, eBay is my main gig.
That's where I've been dabbling, is in Mercari. Poshmark I don't like. I don't have the right stuff for it anyways. But Mercari, I'll randomly get like 3 sales and then like nothing for 2 weeks.
So I'm sorry. What were you saying about the mannequin before?
So Manny turns into Buddy the Elf for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes outside because I have 15,000 lights, all computer controlled, everything else. And then, but he goes out. We dress him up differently for Halloween because I have 8 skeletons and 2 dinosaurs that every couple days they change what they're doing and what they're wearing. It's a pretty involved setup. But yeah, Manny hangs out in the garage for the most part, and then he'll go out come in the holiday season.
Oh, you're in a garage right now.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry because the icon's really small. I can't. Oh,
Hey,
okay.
hey, Craig.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Don't leave. I'm gonna mix somebody into the stream a second, but to stay in the green room for a little while, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
I miss you.
And I'm afraid if I turn like that.
Hello, everybody. What's going on tonight?
So, John.
Hey, John.
What's with the sexy voice?
Hey, John.
You got somebody else in the room with him. That's
Hey, Boo.
I've got Jesse here with me tonight. We're having a sleepover, and we're playing video games, and we're eating popcorn, and we're gonna stay up all night long. We're gonna stay up all night.
all right, John. Now, the major question is who's the big spoon, who's the little spoon?
Yeah. What are you guys up to tonight?
Well, he just asked you who's the spoon.
Who's the big spoon?
The big spoon. Nobody's spooning, and there'll be no forking either.
Sounds like a boring sleepover.
I want to show you guys something I picked up today at a. I picked this up today at an auction.
Is that the One Ring?
It's the one ring to rule them all.
Precious.
I picked this up, and there was something inside of it. It said it had like writing on it, and I couldn't quite read what it said. But it's from the 1930s, and it's 12 karat gold. I paid $1 for this.
Holy shit.
Look how big this is. This thing's huge. It could,
Yeah.
it could fit on my ear. See? I picked that up, and then I got this. That's real pretty too. I just wanted to show this to any of the jewelry ladies. That's cool. Anyways, I'm not here to interrupt.
Too late.
No, you're fine.
I just thought this was cool. There's one of these listed on eBay for $150. I spent $228 on everything today, and this is the one little item that I got that might pay off for me pretty big. I mean, it's
That's
not
awesome.
exactly industrial equipment like my buddy Jason over here sells, but it'll pay a bill.
Pays
There
the
you
light
go.
bill.
How is the store doing, John?
It's doing okay at the end of the month, beginning of the month. You know, it's back to school time. It's just things are slow on eBay. Things are slow at the store this week, but I've already made my money to pay my store bills this month, so I'm not worried about that. But I bought. Oh my gosh, the video is. I'm getting ready to upload it. I loaded my Yukon was completely loaded down. My friend Paul, he had clothes racks and bicycles. I bought 2 Schwinn bicycles today for $2. One is a modern road bike, or modern like a cruising bike, and the other one is a vintage 80s, maybe 70s like road bike, like racing bike. And I spent $228, and I had to strap stuff to the top of my car. It was crazy. They were giving this stuff away.
Hey, Dwayne, thanks for the super chat. Mothership Products, if you guys haven't subscribed, thanks for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. The chat is flying. There's 52 people in here. I don't know, I don't know how when people have 100 or so I'm trying to follow every question. Justin, the backdrop I got from Amazon. So that's where you can get, if you want to do that, to make and the reason I did that is just to have a clean background with no distractions for what I'm doing, and that's why I did
What are you
it.
trying to say, Pat?
No, I'm not saying. I'm just, yeah.
Yeah, we have working backgrounds. See,
Right. I have myself as the host. I have, because I try to do stand-up comedy here, but I just can't write it. Yeah. Yeah. Justin has a question. What's up, Justin? Type it in there, buddy. I'll answer it.
Hey, Eric, what was that?
Eric-
Digital microphone?
Eric said we have working backgrounds, but I'm going to say that Jason's background's probably so clean you could eat off of it, but then you would be making him mad because you would be eating off of it because it's so spotless.
yeah,
It's not that clean.
but see, the difference is I know what their house looks like.
Yeah, I have 3 different backgrounds right now. Justin, guess what? What am I supposed to guess? This is a loaded question. What's up, buddy? If anyone doesn't know, Grimes Finds, he has a channel where he does a lot of storage units and does auctions, and he's in Texas. He's asking, guess what again? What?
Remember, you're answering 20 seconds later, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason, this is a Mitutoyo micrometer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cool. What'd you pay for that?
$5.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah. Nice wooden case too. It was
Sweet.
one of the steals of the day. I thought
Eric.
of you when I got it.
Eric, I appreciate you.
I always like when you're thinking of me.
Are you guys gonna have a sleepover now?
Hey, he's spoken for next weekend. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
He'll be late. Don't worry about it.
No, he won't be late because he's going to have a room in the same hotel I am, so I can make sure he's on my time.
Oh, okay.
Eric's have a thing for Jason's, you know.
What are you guys doing next weekend?
We got an auction to go to.
Oh, that's cool. Are you going to be? Are you traveling to it?
I am, yeah.
Well, I am too. It's like 4.5 hours. I consider that a travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty big travel.
It's like 8 hours for me, 4 hours for Jason, and then well, that's gonna suck on that night going back. We're gonna get back late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laughing Picker, they want to know what state you're in.
Ohio.
Oh, another Ohioan.
I know.
Wow.
You're not too far apart, actually, Laughing Picker and Southern.
Yeah, I'm down in Canton.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm up west of Cleveland. I'm in Olmsted Falls, North Olmsted. You might have heard of.
Yeah.
So not far. So you're even closer to the DG Picker, Jordan.
Yep.
He's down in Wadsworth kind of area, Lodi, or west of Lodi.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you totally forgot about Craig, didn't you?
No, what happens is you can only have 6 at a time.
Are you sure? Because with the upgrade, I thought you could have more than 6.
No, I don't have the upgrade. I just have the free. I tried. Well, let me try something real quick. If I remove myself from the stream, let me see if I can add Craig. Let me try something here.
Yeah, because no one wants to see Pat anyway.
Right.
There we go. Now we got it.
There we go.
We need the fun late show. We're
All right. So the question is, with these 6 people in here, can he kick somebody else out, or does
That's the
it?
truth.
We have control over it now.
because I think he can just hit that remove button. He could technically kick all of us out and be nothing but his backdrop.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
That'd be great. I wonder how long everyone stay tuned just to see what happens.
Why did we all agree to have Pat as the host?
Yeah. All right. Well, we've got Pat out of the room. We're moving over to my channel.
Okay.
You know who's getting the boot.
At least now he'll pay attention to the chat.
Give him the Jason static. Give him the Jason static. There he goes.
There we go.
Back in timeout.
Hey, John, hang out in the green room, buddy. Don't go. I got a special guest popping in here. Hold on. Hey.
All right.
There we go. Now we're going to class the place up.
That's right. And I appreciate her stopping in.
Yeah. Wait, Craig, you have 0 chance of coming back in there.
Oh, what's going on tonight?
What's going on? Why don't you tell everybody who you are, who maybe doesn't know?
Oh, well, I'm Tracy with Tracy Thrift. I have a YouTube channel. I'm working on getting more content up. It's kind of hard to do with children and, it being summertime. It's kind of hard to do. But I sell on eBay, Poshmark, a little bit on Mercari. I am, yes, on Amazon, but I got to get up my business going on Amazon because I've really been slacking on that lately. So, yeah. But, yeah, I'm on Instagram, Tracy Thrift. That's about it. So.
And you're what state are you in? But you're from Alabama, right?
I'm from Alabama, yes, but I'm in Indiana now.
Right.
So.
What part of Indiana?
Fort Wayne.
Okay.
I was out there last, what was it, about 6 months ago. I bought a bunch of stuff from the Purdue branch.
Oh, cool. I'm going to go ahead and put it out there that I don't know much about Indiana or the schools here or anything like that, but Roll Tide.
So how did you end up in Indiana then?
Say what?
How did you end up in Indiana if you just like you wandered around and suddenly just, hey, I'm going to live here and it's, oh, wait, I'm in Indiana now or what?
I got married and, well, started dating and then got married and we moved up here. Or moved up here and got married. Reverse order.
Your husband's from the area then?
Yeah. Well, he's from Michigan, but we have family here. So we just all are trying to congregate in one area now.
Okay. You can't talk about Michigan on this panel. I'm sorry. It's just not real Ohio people here.
That'll get you booted.
Mooted and booted. So, how long have you guys been on? We watched a movie tonight, so I didn't realize that anybody was actually on.
We go from 11 to 1 on Saturdays.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Or in my case, 11:30.
So, are you guys only doing 6 people at a time, or?
Yeah, apparently there's a limit.
We keep that out.
Mooted and booted. Can't moot him off his own channel.
I thought when you did the pay, you could do more than 6. That's why I upgraded my Streamyard.
All right. I think the deal is whoever makes the biggest donation, the biggest super chat, gets to choose whether Pat stays or goes. Who wants to put up? It's put up or shut up time.
No, man, I just got here.
You just got here and you got to pay. Look at that.
Yeah. I'm not talking about people on the panel.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about us.
Oh, funny.
That's why Pat left. He's in the green room. He's writing down his money.
Oh man. I'm trying to get over here where I can pop out the chat so I can see what's going on.
You know, when I first started using StreamYard and all these other ones like Zoom and all that, it was kind of hard to get used to the delay between StreamYard and YouTube or Zoom, and now it's just kind of accepted, I guess, you know.
See, I stopped pretty much. I only watch the actual live show on YouTube, but it's muted, obviously. So I still respond with everybody in kind. You know what I mean? And I'll hop back over to see if there's anything in the private chat. But that's on all of them because then I can keep up with the chat with what's going on. You know, I've just learned that it's easier than trying to jump back and forth. That's why I don't like the StreamYard chat as the host, where it shows you the YouTube chat.
Right.
Because you can't easily tag people, you know, and so I think there's a delay from that YouTube back, and so it's even a longer delay.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Craig, the audience wants you to go to bed.
There we go. Now I have all of you guys up where I can see you and see the chat. That's awesome.
You don't need to see anybody but me.
We see you every day at 10 a.m. for Christ's sake. We don't need any more.
10 a.m. You're talking Eastern time. Eastern time means nothing.
You guys will probably, you might see me there once school starts back at the morning chats, but not until school starts back because I don't like to get up till like 11.
That's a hard thing to suddenly crash back into when school starts. So.
Now, when school starts back, I'll be up at like, oh God, probably like 5:50 in the morning.
That's the time I have to get up to get my son off to school. 5:45.
I get up early to put my kid on the bus, but then I teach night classes at the local college.
My daughter had to be at work twice this week at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh man,
that's no fun.
Well, that's okay because you gotten used to it from yard sales, right?
Not at 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't get up that early when I go to yard sales. I didn't have anything today. It was raining here most of the day.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't go either.
I never take yard sales.
But if you wake up at 11 o'clock, they're about all gone.
Well, I look at it this way. Like, sometimes you got to think about it like this, okay? Sometimes when people get done having yard sales, if you drive around the neighborhoods, they have curb alert stuff, right?
Sure.
Well, I didn't get any of that today, but I did a few days ago. We got some kind of like, it wasn't nothing that we were going to resell, but we did pick up a dinner tray, TV tray off the side of the road in our neighborhood. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is, right?
So then when you have company over from the neighborhood, they'll be like, hey, can we throw away that TV?
I mean, I don't go. It's so bad that I don't go to your garage sales. My neighbor has a garage sale, and I don't even bother to walk one house over to go see what they have.
Yeah, right. But I will say that I have not been having good thrift store luck with like housewares and electronics lately. My my thing is like our Goodwills and Salvation Armies, and you guys tell me if it's the same. It's like 90% clothing compared to anything else.
Oh yeah.
It's like, and they have all of the stores set up to where the first thing you run into is yards and yards and yards of clothing, and then like the very back of the store is a very small section of housewares and things.
Except one Salvation by me. As soon as you walk in, it's the magical glass case they have, you know, and they have a Nintendo DS game and a gold watch in there. So
my Goodwills don't even have anything good like that.
Oh, see
like,
that?
They put Doc Martens and stuff like that in the glass cases. Like,
yeah, the Goodwills around me, they like to put their the Louis Vuitton and the all that stuff behind the case. You know,
see, we don't even get any of that stuff.
Yeah, you know, that's just that type of stuff. But the chain in Ohio we have around here is called Ohio Thrifts. I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen those. I mean, it's a big. You guys
we don't have them up here.
Not up here.
Yeah, they're up there.
I've been to Ohio like once.
Not in
the Value World and Volunteers.
Ohio Thrifts is, I mean, it's a big chain. They're all the way, I mean, I know they're up north. I've been to them up north, but I mean, that's one to go into, but they're expensive.
Yeah.
The closest one to me is in Columbus.
No.
Yeah.
Can't be. I got to look now. Now you're making me look stuff up. So.
I'm pulling up locations. I want to make sure. Well, Google said that was the closest one, so I'm on their website now. North.
I've got a thrift store close that they've got one of those little glass cases up front, and they've got, I swear, about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, they had a PlayStation 3 and had it marked either $75 or $80.
Whoa.
Better? I was like, come on. And it didn't have.
Hold on a second. Deep fried deals is spot on. I feel like I'm being pimped out by Pat now.
Yeah. Instead of sending super chats, we're going to all drop our PayPal links down in the comments.
PayPal.me.
Everybody go change your title on your little names and just put your PayPal address. So if anybody wants to send you money.
So would that turn, like, would Patdees be our pimp then? Is that?
No, we're just using this platform, his viewers, to make our own money.
Oh, okay. We started our own. We're gonna have a late show on Patdees late show.
Yes. So welcome to the. No.
Yeah, but yeah, Tracy, that's the one salvo by me. So it has the little glass case, but you have to walk all the way around the store to get to everything that's not closed. All the walls are, you know, it starts at Christmas and then goes into dolls, and just slowly you keep walking all the way around the outside of the store. Every wall is filled with random stuff, and you stumble in but I keep going there because like I found like 3 pairs of Yeezys for like $2-3. And
not like that. I have noticed though, over the past month or so, well, actually for like the longest time, the Goodwills around me have been charging $25 plus for shoes.
Wow.
For like what they think is good.
Right.
Yeah.
But over the past, probably I would say like 2 weeks or so, I've seen shoes priced at like $10. So I feel like maybe like they're trying.
Right.
Because they realized they weren't selling as much when they were pricing it stupid high like that.
Exactly.
So they're kind of trying to bring it back down a little bit.
And they're working with it. Because that was my thing. I was like, they're going to jump up and go. Like, I think they're better off doing like what they're doing in California, like with, what is it, Let Go?
Mm-hmm.
They're doing and stuff. That makes more sense than like overpricing their stores. Because I think even the people, honestly, the people that need to go there and buy clothes, like if that's, you know, I've bought clothes from there when I've needed to. And, you know, it helped out. But like when I've got a couple bucks and I need a new dress shirt and I'm running to Goodwill, like, I don't have 12, you know what I mean? If you're going in there for something like that, I'm like, I think they're pushing out the people that, you know, use that store to shop, and it needs to be there for people, you know?
I mean, they know there are resellers, and that's how they're going to make their money.
Yeah.
I mean,
But,
it's kind of sad, but
Patdees is still here. He's working in the background, but I do want to thank Mary Death Dells for the $4.99 super chat. Unfortunately, for the free version, you're only allowed 6 people at a time. So I have 8 people here, and obviously I enjoy. You know, keep in mind the show is not just about Patdees. Patdees is the host, and I like to bring on people. And this is the first time I've tried this, where I've had people come you know, when we have done the Google Hangouts, we had 9 or 10 people at a time, and it gets a little confusing. So me having the ability to allow people to talk whenever they want and focus on them, it's not just about Patdees. And then nobody has to bust my chops for not smiling enough. So the people
It's like a win-win for Pat.
Did you ever notice that like Craig is obviously the low man on the totem pole right now? He's the only one that's getting in a little room.
And I'm here with Anakin.
Well,
Manny's,
I'll go ahead and tell you.
Manny's the low one on the totem pole. So hey, Mary Death thank you. I appreciate the $4.99, and you know, this gives, in all honesty, this gives, you know, Tracy. I haven't watched her live in a while, but I've known her now a couple months, and this gives people a chance to come on a stream like this and introduce themselves to an audience, and maybe someone who's watching me doesn't know who Tracy is. So it gives them a chance to grow their. Don't be giggling. Give them a chance, you know, to grow her. Wait a minute, Tracy. Now we're going to zoom in on you. Now you can wave. Hold. There you go.
Get her in the middle of a glass of wine.
While I'm sipping my glass of wine.
Nobody knows what's in that glass.
Just ice water. Don't worry.
Yeah. Last time too, wasn't it?
So, but yeah, I've come to the realization that I know YouTube doesn't stop. And when you start a YouTube channel, people want to see continuous, you know, videos from you and things like that. And they want to know what you're doing all the time. But like for me, at this current moment, it just seems like when my kid goes back to school is going to be when I get to do videos, because that is the quiet time for me. So, and most of the time when nothing is going on between like 8 and 3, you know.
Jason and I were talking about trying to do a video this week. You just get too busy sometimes. It's just, it's just. I mean, if you're slammed with work, you're slammed with work. You can't take the time sometimes just to make a video. I mean, it's just the way it is.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. Like I'm sitting over here every single day thinking like, oh my gosh, I should do a video on that. That is amazing. You know, that is awesome. That's good. Like that's good content. People would want to see that, but like I'm just like, oh, where's I don't have quiet time, you know. So
gotta feed the biggest.
Yeah. So you guys, when school starts back, you get ready to see my face a lot.
Watch out. Every 3 hours she's going live.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, John's room is like one of those restaurants where they have famous people eat there and then they hang their little picture on the wall behind them.
My wife likes pictures. She loves
see that.
She loves pictures and dead people.
So Melissa just asked if I could put my child in the video. My husband would not appreciate that very much. That has been expressed. So probably not.
What's up, Jesse?
I'd like to give a shout out to Grimes Fines. They just gave Patdees $9.99 super chat. It says Patdees 72 nuts or peanuts. Peanuts. If I was Patdees, I would say at this point it wouldn't matter if he didn't get monetized on this video. The boys done made $20 on super chat tonight. So you can say anything you want from this point out because he's done made his money.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, I hope Jason Static's watching this so he can see the kind of money that gets donated through super chats.
What, he doesn't get super chats?
No, he won't turn super chats on because he does OBS or Streamlabs, so you can donate directly through a Streamlabs link through PayPal.
Yeah.
But he gets all of that money, which is probably not a bad idea because you could like queue Nightbot up to throw your link in like every 10 minutes or something like that,
Right.
and
I mean,
it
I
gives
can set that up
a
later.
visual cue, and you get to keep all of it, which is way better than super chatting.
They take what, 30% for super chat?
Yeah, but on Streamlabs, they don't keep any of it. Just PayPal gets their little cut, and the most of it goes to the content creator. You need to figure out a way to make like a big deal about it. Like there's this guy called what is his name? It's something like Dumpster, some old guy. He's Dumpster Junk Finder or something like that. If you super chat him, he rings a bell and he's like woo woo, and It's a unique thing. So I'll go on there.
I definitely would never do something like that. So
he'll shout my channel out. I had a shofar, and when people would super chat me, I'd blow it. But that didn't last very long because I sold it. Should have kept it. I made money.
I got Jim Cramer on Mad Money or something. So
if he keeps making $20, $30 a night in super chats, you're going to see Patdees going live 7 nights a week.
All of a sudden, he'll be like,
I pulled a bike out of a dumpster yesterday.
Did you film it?
I did
you
not.
film it?
I did not have my GoPro with me. I did not film it.
You didn't film it, and it didn't happen. Shenanigans.
Well, it's on Instagram, so go look at
wait,
it.
did you actually just tell a woman pics where it didn't happen? That's all right.
At these nuts.
So,
I
but
met
yeah.
my wife. I told her to send nudes.
So I went a little dumpster diving, and it wasn't planned, so I didn't have my GoPro with me or anything, and I just went anyway. And I pulled up behind this Dick's Sporting Goods, and I'm looking in the dumpster, and I'm like, whoa, whoa, you know. And of course, I had to go back to the car and get my grabber thing, my long reacher grabber thing, because it was kind of like back in there. It was on top though, so it was put in there pretty recently. And I finally got the bike out, and I put it. I'm in the car, so I'm like trying to shove this like woman's bike into the back seat of the car, which was pretty hilarious in itself. Okay, and then so I had to go to Walmart and pick up some stuff, and I just happened to go buy the bikes, and I looked through there, same bike on sale for $148.
That's awesome.
So, and this bike looked like new.
It probably is new. It's probably somebody who was helping themselves to a bike later that night.
Right. It's not illegal for me to take anything out of the dumpster. So
no.
I got a pro tip here. If you want to get bicycles, get a pickup truck, drive around some neighborhoods at night. And when you see one in the front yard, pro tip, bicycle.
Oh,
my first bike I tackled somebody for.
That will get you arrested. For sure.
Another pro tip, if you have someone stealing your bicycle out of your front yard, get you a set of jumper cables and hook them up to a 220 outlet and just lay the bike in your front yard.
Oh, God.
That's how you trade a bicycle for a pickup truck.
That's right. At least you can get the wallet out of their pocket.
Oh, my gosh.
They make a lot of money stealing bicycles. If I wasn't an honest man, you tell you what, just taking hubcaps off of Ford F-250s, man, woo, you get rich real quick. $70,000 pickup trucks have expensive hubcaps on them.
Yes, they do.
You get rims for that price.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, it was nice talking to you guys. I'm going to hop out because I'm not long from going to bed. So it was nice talking to you all, and I'm going to let Pat jump back in here if he wants to.
It's nice meeting you.
It's nice meeting you all, too. So bye, guys.
See you later, Tracy. There. Well, she classed the show up now. What's up?
Hey, Tracy, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. It was the first time that we've done this, so I appreciate it. And I always get my chops busted for not having a lady in the room. We invite them, but sometimes people have scheduling and things happen. So
A lady wouldn't want to show up with this crew. Huh.
Imagine.
No, I don't usually have problems in having the ladies on the show.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. It's that John Johnson.
It is. No ladies want to be alone with me in a room.
If only he spooned me.
Other guys.
I can dress up Manny however you want, Pat.
That's right.
Pink dress.
I have a leather outfit if that's what you're into.
No.
I actually walked into the food store and they had a mannequin in a leather outfit dressed up like that.
Actually, I think it was like a month ago. I'm not going to lie.
I was at Goodwill the other day, and they had, for $1, they had a brand new package of bondage tape. So I bought it. And I brought it home and tried to give it to my wife. She wasn't.
She slept in the shop that night.
Yeah.
He just sat there to his desk while she went to bed.
Yeah,
exactly.
gave me a good night's sleep.
Well, what's going to happen? He's going to get on a show or start doing a video, and he's going to be clean shaven, and we're going to know really what the reason why he had to shave. So,
No, my wife don't want me shaved. She hates it when I have no beard.
yes, but you'd have that strip or the tape ripped it all out. Otherwise, you got to clean that up.
Right. Over my mouth, yeah.
Grimes finds. You're 3 rubber chickens and a bottle of baby oil away from a good time.
Something's wrong with that guy. And I'm supposed to, when I go to Texas, we're supposed to go to the movies together to see children's movies.
What?
Yeah, we're gonna go. I told him that when I come there, we're gonna go see a Disney Pixar type movie because he commented on a live that he doesn't get much time to do anything, and I told him you got to take your kids
So
out.
you're taking him on a date to see a Pixar movie?
Well, not just him, the whole family. Yeah.
Okay.
What?
John's got some tape you can borrow.
You're just like me and some dude's gonna go watch a.
Yeah, you could have.
What do you
To start with all the information first, Pat. Got to get that information out there
I didn't want to
first.
give you like his wife's name and
I'm gonna go take him to children's movies. Doesn't
Are you guys trying to ban?
He brings Craig back in because Craig ain't got nothing to say about that.
What? Say what about what?
go pick up a grown man in Texas and go to children's movies.
Full grown man to a kids movie.
Exactly.
We're gonna get popcorn with extra butter. That's crazy. I love Patdees. He's funny.
It is after midnight, after all. So
It's only 11:48.
It's after midnight for you guys, but
that's right.
here in Middle America, you still got 12 minutes.
Yep.
Are you threatening us with a butter knife?
It's a nice knife. It's a Bridgeport knife company. This is probably worth like $30 or something crazy.
I bet I'll take you with my Scotty peeler.
Oh,
Oh.
you're Scotty Peeler, and I raised you needle nose pliers.
I don't know. The Scotty peeler will cut your dang finger.
I don't know. I got a nipple clamp right here too, so don't mess with
You
me.
don't have to prove that it works.
Damn, never. Well, you're like hooked up in the whole package over there, huh?
No,
Tape, clamps. Gonna have fun night tonight, huh?
This is Lonnie Honeycutt's crotch flips. Whenever I would do shows with him, and he'd start talking about something, I'd always pull the button out and go abort, abort, abort. I got the abort button here. I got a whole drawer full of stuff.
Adam wanted to know who kicked Pat off his own channel. I think you disappeared about the time you showed up, Adam.
We've never seen Pat and Adam in the same room.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Mhm. If you got a beard, you should be rubbing it right now so you guys aren't playing along. There you go. That Suburban beard's killing it.
I taught Scott everything I know about beards.
Yep.
Jason don't like to play. He just sits there. He goes, look at me with my baby face.
Tracy, be nice in the chat. Come on.
Well,
So we're on strike now since Pat's not here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a great line going on him, and then he runs away from it. I mean, that's no fun.
Let's see how long we can keep a crowd without saying a word.
which topic should we broach first, religion or politics?
While
What
swearing.
religion is Donald Trump?
While swearing.
Does Donald Trump go to a Baptist church?
No, that was me. I was like counting on my fingers. 1, 2.
One rule.
I told him, though, and I love John Johnson. But he's back in the green room. He's thinking about what he was saying. So, but he's fine. I know.
He's used to that. Facebook is treating him pretty well these days, I think.
Yeah, and I would never, to be honest, I would never boot him off. I would never boot off anyone on purpose as far as that. So
if you're gonna lie, at least lie with a straight face. Come on.
Yeah, I'm serious, man. I'm like,
Actually, wait, I think the only time that Pat's ever booted anybody is he booted himself that one time.
there,
Shut the whole thing down.
proof. There's my buddy back. So we can have 6. My uncle Craig hangs out all the time, but that's the only thing you can do 6 at a time on the free version. So that's what's going on there. John is fine.
Wait. So you're getting all these super chats, and we're still on a free version?
And now I'm gonna. Hey Josh, I'm gonna put you back in the green room because we have another guest that wants to come in and say hello. All right, buddy.
Go for it.
All right.
See, you need
Hey, wait a minute. Just to clarify, have some alone time with Manny.
Manny. Bring him.
Hey,
Oh, hey.
I came to boot Pat off.
Oh, beautiful Anita is here. Hey, Anita, I forgot to ask you. Donatella asked earlier, are you Italian?
No, Armenian.
Okay. I knew the answer, but I wanted you to answer that. And Anita and Kimberly will be back next week. And if Eric and Jason can't join us, we'll still have a show. It won't be the same, but even if they could come on, because they're going to have a long day, even if they could pop in for 15 minutes, that's fine. So, hey, Adam, thanks for the super chat. $5 from Adam. Am I your first and second? No, I've gotten you're my first and second 2 shows in a row. Oh no, Mary Death actually too. So thanks for the support. I appreciate it. So greatly appreciate it. So.
We're gonna work up to a paid version of live stream. Just keep it going, guys.
There you go.
Yeah.
I looked into doing that. It was like
$22 a month right now if you sign up.
Yeah, $200 for the year.
Yep.
And I just didn't want to lay out $200 at one time.
You can do it monthly, but it costs just a little bit more monthly. It costs an extra $2 a month. So.
I think it was, like an extra $40 for the year, but I just didn't.
So for 99 cents a day, you two can support Patdees in his attempt to take over YouTube.
And wait, add an extra $1 in there so he can have his hamburger every day, like I saw him on the other show.
Oh, okay.
1 or 2 days ago, he was at like this hamburger joint live. I think it was on D's.
I was on D's, and I stopped in and said hello. And I was at Wendy's. Usually I eat Wendy's twice a week for lunch. So maybe if hubby wants to, Patdees can bring him when he gets home. Whoa, not sure what that means.
Patdees.
If you guys, there's a guy in the chat. His name's Commonwealth Picker, and been making a lot of awesome videos lately. You guys need to go watch some of his stuff. Like, I don't normally promote a lot of people, but that dude is making some killer videos. You guys, I'm gonna post his link in the chat if that's okay. He's an awesome. He has homeschool kids. He homeschools his kids.
Definitely a good guy.
Yeah, he's a really good guy.
Well, I just saw it. Check it out.
Yep, me too.
Yeah, let's go see.
He was in a basement the other day digging through a bunch of toys, and he was finding some pretty cool stuff. And he really has he wears the GoPro when he goes yard selling, and he has a really good demeanor with people. And if you watch him, he really negotiates pretty well with people. He uses a little humor and wit, and I don't know. I enjoy it.
How does it feel being in that back room, Craig?
That's not too bad. I gave Pat my password to my account. He's going to go live on my channel.
Yeah, it's not good in that back.
He's going to get it up and running. Yeah.
Yep.
It wouldn't be so bad if it was like a real green room where the people who are booted can kind of hang out together.
Yeah, at least talk to each other. Yeah.
That would be fun. If they did that as a back room type thing where the people in the back room could be talking back and forth. And,
yeah.
You wouldn't want to get in the regular show, though.
Yeah. He's like, I want to go. Go.
People might not come back. So he can't come here at the same time right now?
That's correct.
Yep, you're taking
only
that
6 a lot at a time. So
That's what you get, Pat.
that's what you get for being cheap.
Right.
That's the thing. He's
Yeah.
cheap. He's not trying to spend that extra money to get those extra
Right.
spots. So
Yeah, I think even with the paid, I don't think you get more than 6.
I think you can. I think you can get 12.
I thought that was with Zoom.
No, Zoom is like crazy numbers you can get, but I thought it was Streamyard you could do 12.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was looking at it earlier today because I got the same email Pat did about upgrading your account if you want. So
Which one are you using, Craig?
A lot of people have gotten the offer of the free trial for the
Mhm.
Pro.
Okay.
I'm using this one. I'm not going to upgrade to the Pro.
Okay.
Just not worth the $15. I mean, they give you a discount.
Look, it's like a bigger version of Patdees.
That was
Who
quick,
needs?
bro. You had that thing stripped and flipped before anyone could bat an eye.
That's how I
Oh
do.
my God!
100
Can you
listings
guys
on eBay a day.
can you guys imagine Patdees wearing that?
I really could actually.
No, I don't need that in my head.
I do send it to him.
I think you should send that to Patdees.
And when we meet up, I'm bringing it, and we're gonna.
You know what's funny is I was on a show the other night, and Tommy Bernhard, he was saying that he can vision me sleeping in Winnie the Pooh pajamas. So when I saw that you came back with your Winnie the Pooh guy, how many of those dummies do you have?
That's the same one. I can just change them that quick.
Oh,
Wow, that was fast.
That's how I get 100 listings a day on eBay done.
now I could see Craig in the green room talking to himself, and Laughing Picker is smiling with a big smile.
Yeah.
Me and Manny spent a lot of time together.
you need to get into some daily hangouts with some real life people. You know?
I listen to everyone else's. Like I always say, like Craig's morning show, I feel like a creeper because I listen. I know everything that's going on in his life, but I never chat because I'm listing and organizing.
Yeah. He already listed 2 costumes within 5 minutes.
Oh, so you put that in there.
So where's your honey pot? I have to ask.
Actually, that's what Pat, you can wear the Pooh costume. I'll wear the honey costume. We can run around together. Go to children's movies.
Go to garage sales and yard sales dressed like that.
That's I
That
need
would
to
be
video with
that's
Manny
a
in the
great
front.
video.
Oh, I think so too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'd do it. I don't care.
I have no problem doing it. That'd be awesome.
Jason, next week, could I wear a costume hanging out with you and Eric? Or
No.
No.
That's a big no.
That's a hard no, too.
did you notice?
You're going to get an education on how to buy at auction next week. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Oh, so I can't no costumes. I have to dress normal and be.
Either that, or you're going to be a pack horse running stuff back and forth to the van. I mean, what do you want? What do you want to be? I mean,
Oh, that's all right. When I go with Jason, I know I'm always his muscle.
That's right.
You never hear me complain.
it's a little different when we're both there, though. Believe me.
Why are you more bossy?
It's just a different. It's when you're at, I don't know. You guys have to wait to see us at auction. It's a little
I'm
different.
bringing some money, so you better allow me to buy some things. You better not be like if there's some Winnie the Pooh costumes or Christmas costumes. You better not be outbidding me on those, Jason.
I think you just better use that money for like lunch and dinner.
Jeez. So basically, just come
I
to
said
a
you
brewery
didn't know, you didn't know Jason when he went in and ticked off about 3,000 people by buying about a quarter or a third of the auction. So
Oh boy.
Yeah. I always call it the breaking heart syndrome there. Everybody gets
let me put it this way: there are actual posts in forums that talked about us the last time we went to a big auction. So
That's funny. That's crazy.
Do you have a Mickey Mouse costume like that?
No,
what costumes do you have, Pat?
Yeah.
I have a Fonzie, but it's in the box. It won't fit me.
okay, Pat, you've got the
your
chicken.
Undertaker mask. That one creeped me out.
Yeah, I got the one with the plastic crackling mask. I got that one. But no, I haven't worn a costume. I'm thinking this year will probably be the first Halloween costume I probably wear in 30 years.
Where's the chicken at?
The chicken is a cartoon. I haven't made an actual.
I thought you were making a costume with the chicken costume.
I would love to one time, but
I thought you were out on the street with that.
No.
Right.
No. Why get mad at anyone who buys? Why get mad at anyone who buys most of the auction? Oh, I'm not going to be mad. But I want to tag along and get a couple things. I mean, the best deals I get is when Jason stands me up and I just go by myself, and that happens. You know?
Yeah, no, the collectors hate resellers.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Can never breathe under that thing.
Oh boy.
You're a mean one, Mr.
I wore this
Grin.
for Halloween with a green suit.
I actually bought a original Barney costume once.
Really? Like a full size, like the real deal?
It was the full size real deal, made off the pattern of the other one.
There are so many crazy videos I would make with that. Like inappropriate.
Yeah.
I'd probably
I
be
literally threw the thing away because it freaked my son out. I mean, I couldn't even get rid of it fast enough. He was freaked out by it.
Can you imagine wearing that somewhere where there's like wearing it to a Chuck E. Cheese or something?
Just like
Crazy.
Like Barney tries to buy marijuana, and you like put the Barney suit on, and you go to the dispensary, and you walk in. You're like, I love you, you love me. Let's get high and eat some treats. I don't know. But you can do so many things. Like Barney tries to return something at Walmart. That would be great.
Go to a garage sale in it.
Yeah. Oh my god, that would be funny.
Just when I thought I completely forgot about Barney. Thank you.
You'll never forget.
Yeah.
Ever.
Would you be willing to take $2 for this TV?
Just look at it.
Now I know what I need in my life: a full-size Barney costume.
A robotic one would be even cooler.
I paid like $2 for it at an estate sale. It was like,
that would be crazy.
Brought it home, and my son he wouldn't even come downstairs with the thing in here. So I'm like, I'll just throw it away. So
It's worth even more now.
oh, I'm sure it was worth a lot of money. I mean,
Yeah.
Hey, Eric, Laughing Picker, thanks for stopping in tonight. I'm sorry we can only hold 6 at a time, so I've been kind of rotating people, but thank you for stopping in. Rebecca might be stopping in a couple minutes. If anybody doesn't know Rebecca Kruder, her husband was in an accident the other day, but I guess he's doing okay, but I'm not sure. I guess he hit a tractor trailer, so smashed up the car. If anybody doesn't know, so we've been kind of keeping. She might come in, just give us a quick update as we get down to 10 or 15 minutes.
I'm gonna pop back out so someone else can come back in.
Well, Craig's gonna come back in, but hey, Anita, thanks for stopping.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Anita.
once again, we traded down.
Yeah, what a downgrade.
We went from a dime to a crime.
Where's your costume?
Yeah, Craig.
Oh, he's one of them hoodlums.
That's it.
Up to his shenanigans.
You got some splaining to do, Craig.
Got some
Got
spank.
some running to do.
Oh, now you got me still thinking about that Barney costume, man.
I don't know if you're
You wanna
aroused
go-
or just amused.
Go viral.
Go.
That's what I'm
Hey,
working on.
Jason, how'd you make out? Have you listed any of that industrial stuff that we stopped and picked up?
No, not yet.
No.
No. I just listed stuff from 2 auctions prior to that.
Yeah, I haven't listed none of that stuff that I got from you yet either. I came across a big score this week, and you know what's happening is some stuff is getting buried in the garage. But I gotta get my butt in gear. I don't think I've listed nothing for 3 weeks on eBay. I still have 1,300 listings on there, but just haven't. So yeah, Rebecca's gonna stop in a second. We'll have enough room for.
Pat, I'm going to step out. 4 hours live. I'm tired.
No, Josh, I appreciate you coming in.
Thanks for coming in. It's been awesome with everybody. Thank you, Pat.
Thank you, buddy.
Josh.
Take care.
So she's gonna stop in for a minute.
All right. I think you need to go to the flea market with some of that stuff, Pat.
Yeah, just All right, the chat, it's in there, Rebecca. What happened? Did I kick John out accidentally? Johnny, did I do that or did you?
I didn't do anything.
I'm sorry.
Replying to the Treasure Hustlers comment on my video.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
What happened was, I think what happened was when Josh left, I think I hit remove from the stream, but he already left at the same time you slid over, so that's what happened.
You don't have to apologize to him. He's nobody.
Yeah, you don't need no apologies. I'm just glad to be blessed to be on your channel there, Patdees.
There you go.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing like a friend's baby.
I wouldn't call it a blessing.
Oh, what would you call it then?
I don't know.
I think it's a blessing.
For your mouth.
We're gonna Star City Picker, take it to the flea market and make a video. I think what I'm gonna do is here comes Rebecca. I am gonna make a video on it, so I'm gonna let Rebecca come in, and if anyone's been following Rebecca, I'll let her explain, and this way, sometimes in some of the YouTube channels, people are speculating. Let her talk about it, and her husband's just come home, and I'll let him talk about it. So here's Rebecca. Hey, Rebecca.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Rebecca, and this is my husband, Anthony.
Yeah.
Can I even see you? I will let him tell the story since he's the one that lived it.
I buy my underwear at Kmart. Well, yeah. It was kind of a split-second deal, though. I was on the way to work, and I saw it coming, actually, so it was more active, instead of reactive. It was a yellow Penske truck, like one of the ones that you can put like 30,000 pounds in it when we rented one.
No, it was a lot.
Yeah, it's the biggest rental that you can get from Penske, besides a semi. It's huge. And come down the highway, and it's a divided highway, so there's stop signs on both sides, and a yield in the middle, right, the median. Well, I saw him cross westbound and get into the middle area there, and he hit his brakes for the yield sign, and when he let off his brakes, I slammed on mine. I just knew it, and because there wasn't really much, it's left to right, so, and I was in the right-hand lane going 64 miles an hour with my seatbelt on because I drive like a grandma, and I started sliding a little bit, and it's an 04 Grand Am, so as soon as I started sliding, my side started going towards the truck, and my first thought was I don't have side airbags, my head's gonna go right through that window and bounce out the truck, so I let out the brakes and aimed it right at him. There's no way, the way it was, how long he was, I couldn't have turned left, because I would have went underneath the back end of him. I'd have had a convertible, probably not a head either, and on the right side, if I went with the slide, I probably would hit his front wheel, attach the drive axle to the motor, solid steel, no give. That wasn't really a good option. So I saw the tank, thought it was actually a gas tank at first. It's a diesel. I'm like, well, 50-50 chance it won't ignite. It was on the right-hand side of the truck, so it's the air tank. Yeah. So literally, I'll show you the pictures. I had like a 4-foot area that I could hit where it wouldn't be, solid contact. Because, the front of these cars are designed to crush underneath themselves, the motorists and the mounts. So it folds up and it increases the time of the impact. Right, I only had, from what the lady who saw it all,
She said I had 5 feet. That's it, 5 feet. It was a lot more than that, obviously, but I didn't look like that. Because she was sitting on the other side of the divided highway. She got hit too, because I hit it so hard it messed up her van also. Yep. I looked right at it. And I took a deep breath, tried to relax as much as I could, and I drilled it. Yeah, I'm pulling up a picture. I don't know. Stop here. Okay. Show you pictures of the car. Nope, wrong way. Wow. I'm doing everything backwards here.
Yep, it is backwards.
Traction report, sorry. Not looking at the light. That light is just killing it.
You can say good.
Just very reflective on my side. There we go.
There.
Yep, went right for that air tank, and because it was on a bracket itself. That's me messing with someone at work. That's what kind of shape I was in. Immediately, I'm like, a box full of old porcelain dolls to sell on eBay, right? Well, I sent him a picture that he's actually the safety guy at work. And I told him his girlfriend didn't. I'm fine, but his girlfriend didn't make it. Everyone's like, when you see that car, they're like, yeah. I don't know how he made it through it. I'm going the wrong way, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. Nope. That's what I hit.
Wow.
Hey, that's what I hit. I aimed for that tank there and I nailed it. There's no way around it. If I would have gone left, I would have gone underneath it. I'd have gone right. He was moving from left to right. There's no way. I was already sliding to the right, so I let out the brakes and try to make it as straight as possible, or perpendicular to that tank as possible, and drill it. And as the airbag was going off, my first thought as it was careening to my face was, if I miss work today, I'm not going to get double time on Sunday.
That's what the insurance will pay you for.
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah. I don't know what that was. Oh, it's license plate. Yep.
Oh, careful in the swiping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You never know what'll pop up next. Yeah,
We don't want Pat to lose his monetization on this video.
Oh, you're getting paid for my pain here? Come on.
Well, yeah, about 70 cents. So
I deserve a super chat for that, don't I? Like a nickel or something? I give you my 2 cents.
Oh, John left without saying goodbye. So we're actually going to be wrapping up soon, but let's go start with Eric. What do you got? Anything you want to plug, or what's going on this week?
Just getting set up to go up and meet up with you guys up on the weekend. That's about it. I mean, I got nothing buying right now because I'm saving money for that, and then just trying to get caught up with everything before I go.
Right. And you haven't done a video in a while, have you?
I've been too busy.
Right.
That's what I said. I mean, we literally have been buying and listing and getting it up. It just, I don't do YouTube for YouTube. I do it to show stuff.
Everybody.
Hey, Rebecca. Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you're okay. And cards replaced.
And the best part is I got a pair of these boots I got for work. Leather metatarsal guard. They're really nice because I shine them every day. And people give me crap because I work in a foundry, right? I'm the only person that shines my boots because I'm a little weird. And I sent him a picture of that. I'm like, look, all that, and I didn't even get a scratch in my magic boots.
Have a good night, everybody.
Pay for your boots. Hey, thank you, Rebecca. Rebecca, I'll talk to you during the week, okay?
All right, sounds good. Bye.
Thanks, honey. Have a good night. Rebecca's good to me, and I wanted her to come on because sometimes some of the channels, some people were speculating on what happened, and she asked me if she could come on. I said, sure, come on and let her and her husband explain. So, not a problem. But Jason, what's going on with you this week? Are you going to do any YouTube footage or? too busy too.
Whatever Eric said up there, that's great. I just don't have the time right now. I'm
Right.
just swamped. To be honest with you.
You got 24 hours a day. How much do you need?
Yeah.
If we were smart, we'd spend 24 hours a day doing a business instead of.
Yeah.
Craig, you want something you want to plug? What's going on? Where we can find you? Or
I'll be here.
Didn't you start a new show though?
Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Time, between my channel, Derek NASCAR Man 3345, Anthony Pittsburgh, and Tommy the Bargain Effect.
Okay.
So how long is it before it's not a new show? I'm just curious.
I don't know. I've been going almost a month and a half now.
You've been going 6 weeks now?
Either 5 or 6 weeks. Yep.
Okay. I think that the confusion sometimes is when it does go between different people. Hey, Eric, I see that you're in the chat. Yeah, no problem. I want you to actually come on one time, and then what we'll do is we'll keep it limited at 6 because I want Eric to really discuss what he does. And he teaches and stuff. So he's doing a lot of things that we had a chat one time on Static's channel that I didn't even know. Eric's kind of quiet, but once you get him to talk and stuff, you get to learn from different what people are doing. So I'd appreciate that everyone that stopped in tonight. As everyone knows, I do the Saturday show here every 11 o'clock. I do a Thursday show. This week I'll have What the Hells at 9 o'clock. They'll be on with myself and Kimberly, and I did start a new Wednesday morning show, but it's all e-com with Jess Hill. She is a 6-figure seller on Amazon, and so we're doing that every Wednesday morning at 10. And then I'm doing videos. I haven't done much videos this week because I'm trying not to force videos. They have to happen if they happen. I didn't buy nothing from the storage unit yesterday, so that video didn't happen. Now, I did score, but it took me 4 or 5 days. I have a video that will come out this week, but it took me 4 or 5 days of work and planning, and I taped footage every day, and now I'm just putting that together on what that video is going to be. So I do. What's that, Eric?
What'd you get?
I can't tell you. You're gonna have to watch the video, but we'll be talking about it. We'll talk behind the scenes about it.
You can't tease your video?
No, I can't tease it.
Okay.
Okay, the tease is a movie star, so we'll leave it at that. But my wife thinks I'm crazy, and my older son thinks I'm crazy. But when I start making money, then they won't think I'm so crazy.
Tell us behind the scenes, and if we tell you you're crazy, then you're screwed.
I know. But the price was right, and that's fine. I know I'll make money with it, and
I think you told me about this.
Yeah.
Okay, now we know what you're talking about. Okay.
Right. So that video will be coming out this week, and I do appreciate everybody's support. I do appreciate all the super chats tonight. Thank you. It is appreciated. It make a couple bucks for the effort that we put in every week. And I'm not sure if Eric or Jason are going to be. We will still have a show. I'm going to be joining them, but I only live about 2.5 hours away for where we're going, so I'll be home in time. To do the show and stuff like that. And Anita and Kimberly, Borderline Hoarders, will be back next week. And Uncle Craig always hangs out with me, so he's always welcome. So
yeah, hey Pat, you pay the best. You got the best rates around. You pay well.
That's right. All right, guys. Hey, thank you, and thanks for checking out the show again. I appreciate your support. Have a good night.
See y'all.
Bye.
Peace. All right, you're supposed to cut it right there.